really care.
Where is it?
I'm not.
Where we at?
Niggas think they hot
Where we
because Drake dropping.
It's just
That's a track.
How many? You know, how
That's
many
just one
tracks
track.
on that bitch?
Huh?
You know how many tracks?
no, they ain't put the track list.
No, he ain't put shit out on that, bro.
Okay. Is it Meek?
But did you
Yeah.
see? Did you see his story though? What his mom said on the flowers?
No,
His
I
mom
didn't.
said when people go low, we go high. So I'm assuming he's not really gonna do no diss or nothing. He's gonna be the bigger guy.
That shit sound good.
I don't. So I wanted to address that because
Let that whole shit play through.
I'm not finna
at
let
least
the
the
whole.
first transition,
Nah,
the
the second one.
transition,
The second
I haven't
one.
heard it.
is fine.
That second one crazy.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Facts.
Let's hear it, man. Where we at? Where we at?
We here.
Year?
We here.
Hey,
This shit kind of viral.
Yo, wait till the transition.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah. Facts. Uh-huh. Yeah. How would you feel? Huh? Huh? Yeah. Woo. That's an expensive name. Huh?
Yeah, this shit ride.
I done put this shit on repeat since he played it. That's all I done listen to.
Same shit. I listened on the way here.
Shit. Hey.
Yeah. Huh?
Yo.
I just want one part. Hold on. What's up? Let me start talking to them. I need that part. Huh? Facts.
Yo.
Get it.
Not bad.
That's just crazy, bro. Not to cut you off, podcast episode
25?
25?
26.
25, 26?
I don't know.
Damn.
Episode 25
26,
or
baby.
26. How y'all feeling, man?
Y'all will know.
It's good. It's good to be
Y'all
back.
good,
Good to
man?
be back, man.
Yes, sir.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Yo, I be
I
missing
needed-
the homies, bro.
I know. I needed to be back in here. And
You know what I mean?
get back to this.
I miss the homies.
Yeah, you know.
What's going on, people? How's everybody doing?
Yes, sir.
How's everybody doing?
There.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Y'all good?
Yeah, man.
Everybody's
Great.
good. How's everybody feeling?
How are y'all feeling?
You know, we got to do the.
Oh, so my bad. I got to get the
Yeah.
drops away. Yo, not to cut you off, podcast. I am the king of the blurs.
The king has entered the chat.
Go off. What up?
You better go off.
Harlem.
You know my Bob.
Only money matters.
Ev.
We here, man.
Evan
Weird.
en el edificio.
Okay, I'm good now. All right, what's up? How y'all doing?
I'm gonna let you slide without saying the 1, 2, 3s this time, but you know, carry on.
We're not going to do this every episode.
You know,
I have to do it. It's just, you know.
We're gonna do it every
I think it's the time of the day
Uh-huh.
where niggas are probably ready for bed. That the energy isn't where it needs to be.
I'm
But,
good.
You know,
He good.
I don't know.
So we good.
The nighttime be hitting different.
The nighttime hit different?
Man.
Yeah, and
I should be the
honestly,
most tired
I
one.
really
He should.
just woke up from a nap
Man.
before.
Well, then you should be good.
Nah, man.
Wake the fuck up then.
I'm up.
Oh, yep.
I'm just. Saying.
I just want to know how everybody
So
doing.
it's just me then, huh? Okay.
Is it just you that's down?
I'm vibing today.
You vibing today? All right, we're going to do things a little bit differently. All right, so, you know, it'll start with, excuse me, we're going to start with current events.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, start with current events. What's popping now?
Did you
Is that
guys
what
talk
we're
about Afghanistan?
No. It's crazy.
That is nuts.
We did a little bit, but we didn't talk about it. So
These
apparently everybody's out now, right?
These motherfuckers got MVGs. They got our MVGs.
Yo.
No, so
They got
so
full
Okay,
kits,
hold on.
nigga.
Before we get into this, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm just gonna keep it real. The fucking videos that I have been seeing of these niggas taking over like all the American shit, that shit is a vibe and it's hilarious. When them niggas in our gym, them niggas is like doing PMCSs on like Chinooks and shit.
They figured out how to get in the air. They got a Black Hawk in the air.
Yeah, they got plenty of shit there.
And they hang a body.
So here's my conspiracy.
look.
Here's my conspiracy for this.
Okay.
And I've been watching a lot of videos on it. So, right. We left. They took over all our shit, right?
Oh no. This isn't our shit. This is the shit that we bought the Afghan National Army.
Yeah. So
but they took
either
over.
way.
Either way. It's theirs now.
I'm tracking. So they got our shit. I don't know if you've been keeping up, but when they did the attack and they killed those 12 soldiers, there were also other nations. The Marines. There were also other nations that were still stuck in Kabul. And Kabul. Yeah, Kabul.
Wasn't it 13?
I'm sorry.
Kabul's from Mortal Kombat.
Whatever it is, right? So all these nations were stuck there, and everybody came together to get everybody's soldiers out, right? And I remember specifically watching a Canadian general and the Canadian president talking about how they have like full cooperation with the United States, and they're ready to get people out. Cool, right? So everybody's working together to get the fuck out, right? The thing that people aren't talking about is there's still over $3 trillion worth of minerals and resources still in Afghanistan.
We'll be back.
So no, we won't be back. Everybody's going to be back at once. This is extremely planned. This isn't some shit that America is pulling out of their ass. Like, we're leaving. Like, the next time we go to Afghanistan, we're gonna go like 4 nations deep.
Well, they need to, because nobody has successfully conquered Afghanistan.
And that's fine. I don't really.
Crazy.
You want to know?
Oh, well, they're not going in to conquer. They're going in for natural resources.
The sad part about it. Is the truth is, these motherfucking Taliban, they just want their country. That's all they want. They don't. I'm telling you, that's all they want. They want to rule the Islam. You know what I'm saying? They want Islam to be what Afghanistan stands for.
That's what it was. That's what the Taliban.
It wasn't.
It was already. Yeah, it was already there.
It was not.
We weren't in Afghanistan until they attacked.
Yeah, and
so they attacked us because
that was over what?
So essentially,
what was that?
From what they were saying,
almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, so I'm saying,
and there hasn't been that shit since, and I don't think they will. And they have, specifically, their spokesmen have said that they are better, more organized, more mature.
It sounds like the Klan rebrand when they started. They took off the sheets and started putting on suits and shit, and it was like, oh, we're still the Klan. We just wear suits now, and we don't,
and they changed their name to like the whatever.
Yeah, but
either way, all I'm saying is these niggas just want their country and they want everybody leaving them the fuck alone.
Yeah, but that's what the Taliban wants. That's not what the regular civilians of Afghanistan want.
Well, I don't know what to tell them. Why does everybody think America's their safety blanket?
Well, America has to stop being everybody's safety blanket.
And what do you think we're doing? And everybody's giving America shit for it.
There was never going to be a good way to pull out of Afghanistan.
Okay.
Let's just get that shit right on out. There was never going to be. What? How?
Okay. So the original plan was made by Donald Trump. He made an actual treaty, a peace treaty with the Taliban. It wasn't even with the Afghan government.
Yep.
He made a peace treaty with the
I know.
Taliban,
Did
right?
they give a fuck?
So cool. So hold on, right?
Yep.
So he invited these motherfuckers to Camp David.
Yes, he did.
The whole
all of those things I saw.
And nothing. They never showed up. Cool, whatever. They didn't want to come. Cool. Fast forward to Biden's presidency. Biden said, I'm going to uphold Trump's treaty, and we're still going to pull out.
Yeah.
Now, everybody thought, and everybody knew the Taliban was going to take over. Yeah. Now, how quickly they took over was not anticipated. Them niggas anticipated 2 to 4 years for the Taliban to take over.
Them niggas took it over 2 to 4 hours.
Literally.
They was looking at us like,
why?
They've been
y'all still here?
Because the Afghan army just did this. They took off their Afghan army hats.
Yeah.
And they put on their Taliban.
Those dudes are a trip.
That's it.
I will say that, like, the one thing, it's always a problem when, and we're not going to stay here long because it's not what we're here for, but the thing that true that. The thing that when you're speaking about peace talks, all the parties have to be there. And regardless of whatever reason that they weren't, you can't move forward with peace talks. That's like us having peace talks about you in fucking Harlem, and Harlem ain't here.
Not here.
All three are going to have peace talks about how you two are going to behave moving forward.
You think they
And you not here. And you not here.
Though the Taliban.
That's exactly what happened. The Taliban was there, but the Afghan. But
oh yeah.
So the Afghan
you're saying.
political
I
parties
see
were
what you're
not there.
saying, yeah.
Only it was the America and the Taliban
Probably because
sat
of
down to
Afghan-
talk about how they were going to be peaceful
Those
to the
Afghan-
government when they
those
weren't there.
Afghan officials are probably just in cahoots with the Taliban.
Not
as we think
necessarily.
they are.
So it's a real easy, like, without having to stay here too long, it's a real easy thing. All the Taliban is, think of the Taliban as a gang, and the Taliban would be like, gangs are to us.
Yeah.
They're just a bigger one. And what we are there, so it's like if we had gangs here that took over everything, but we couldn't call the police whenever shit hit the fan. It's just, that's literally all it is. So whenever the Taliban rolled around to their little towns and little areas and doing shit, who they gonna call? There's nobody to fucking call. So them niggas is going in. They have their own views based off of radical Islam. It's not regular, just like we have radical Christians. So we can say that's not our problem, which it ain't. But
It really
for
isn't.
them, it's like, okay, well, they want women to be a specific way. Everything that they're feeling is based off of radical Islam. So if we based everything, we wouldn't let a bunch of radical Christians run, like, you know what I'm saying? Well,
That's
women can't
America.
wear pants.
That's America, though.
Yeah,
That shit ain't
but
happening in
also
America.
bro,
No, sir.
America has got to learn to stay out of motherfucking shit. And America's not going to stay out of people's shit as long as there's shit over there that they want. That's the problem. We can tell America to stay here and do all the shit here.
Don't mind their business.
Notice
they
we
not
stopped
gonna mind
fucking
their
with
business.
Cuba.
We stopped fucking with Cuba because there's nothing for it.
There's nothing for us there.
And you know why we stopped fucking with
No
Cuba?
more.
Because we already took over their fucking government and implanted them and implanted the government we wanted there. We don't need to fuck with Cuba no more. But anyway, shouts out to all the people who lost their lives. More importantly, all the
Yeah,
families of the
yeah.
people who lost their lives.
Condolences.
That shit's crazy. And the only good thing out of this is we out now. I don't know how long we gonna stay out this motherfucker, but we're not there anymore.
The saddest shit was the dude had just like snapped his mom.
Yeah,
and
that's
was saying,
crazy,
"All
bro.
good. It's all good over here, mom."
That shit's
And
crazy.
They all in their 20s.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, the
man.
oldest one was 31.
That's how that shit happens, bro. Like fighting other people's war. Shouts out to their families. Shouts out to them. That's really all that matters. All that other political bullshit is just bullshit. They died for somebody else.
Real quick on that. Everybody's been doing the little 13 shots for him and stuff.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah, like,
the 21 gun salute type shit.
No,
taking 13 shots of alcohol?
No, like so. What's the Texas Steakhouse?
Texas Roadhouse.
They've all been setting up tables.
Okay.
With drinks and
Yeah,
like,
okay.
beer.
This is the first I'm hearing this.
You haven't seen that?
No, I haven't,
Me neither.
I haven't seen that.
It's like a reserve. It'll say reserved on the table, and then it'll have 13
Really?
drinks. Yeah.
That's
this is one
lit.
of my problems.
What's up?
Some of these they were 18, 19. They
They
can't even
can't
drink
drink?
the
That's
beer that
crazy.
you left for them.
That's crazy.
not the point.
It's not the
It's
point,
not
but
the point,
I
but it's
understand
the
the point.
What?
You old enough to die for your country, but you're not. We can't have a drink.
They've been saying that shit
Oh, is
forever.
that what you're trying to get at?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm getting at. Like but you left a drink out for him, and I know I get the
Notice
semblance.
the organization that's doing it.
What, Texas Roadhouse?
Well,
there's more. There's more. No, there's more
Roadhouse.
places.
Well, we're going to switch it up.
Do you
I
think...
want you to watch this clock, and we're going to give them 13 seconds of silence. That's
You know what I'm saying? I got you, man. Big up. Hold on. Shout out to the family. That's 13.
All right.
Love.
What do you think the legal age of drinking should? They raised the legal age of
I don't-
smoking cigarettes.
They did.
I think it's weird.
21.
That's a little weird.
I think
I thought that was
if
crazy.
you're in the military,
Yeah.
it shouldn't. There's like if
There's a
I'm like
financial reason behind that. There's always a financial reason behind that.
that, and we.
What do you think?
I got a topic. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. What's up?
It's something that I
Let me hear it.
was brought up.
We'll
my
come back to
attention.
current event.
We'll come back to
we
current
will come
events.
back to current events. So I got my hair cut in Houston.
Okay.
Long story short, dude fucked my hair up, but it's all right. I learned a lot of great information from him. We talked about
That's what.
race. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And he's a black barber, right? And he
Okay.
was schooling me on Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, right?
Okay.
And he was saying that Martin Luther King knew he was wrong, and that Martin Luther King was also a government official doing what he was told to do.
This
right?
is all over TikTok.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, this is everything you're about to say is all over TikTok.
So, long story short, he said that black people should have never been integrated with white people. Okay, wow.
We remember
I did not know.
We were supposed to talk about this, but you had to go.
So I thought that this was like some conspiracy that like one black man had.
No.
And I was having some conversation with other people, and they all agreed that like we should still be segregated. Like
100%.
Black people should have their own shit.
Yes.
And have their own. He was telling me about the Black Wall Street and how they were
in Wilmington. Like there's a lot of, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of, the problem was never that we were segregated.
Yeah.
The problem was that we were segregated and they weren't allowing us to do our own fucking thing.
Be segregated.
So they're
be
like,
equal.
what they want is us to be, they wanted black people in that time in the 50s. Well, civil rights happened in the 60s, right? So fucking in the 40s all the way up to civil rights, like when black people were doing their own thing, they was like, oh, you can't do that. Mm-hmm. Like we need free labor. It's free labor. You're not supposed to not want free labor. Like we don't have, that's basically selling a product and not having any overhead. Like we have people we make work for free or pennies on the fucking dollar. Everything I make is profit.
But doesn't that sound crazy?
That sounds insane, but it's all profit. So when black people, when they said, all right, cool, slavery is ended. All right, cool. Before the Jim Crow era, black people just went and did their own thing. We don't want you living in our towns. We're not segregated by law anymore, but you can't live here. You can't work here. You can't read. It's illegal. They just made it super hard for everybody to do everything. So black people said, all right, cool. You can't preach. You can't do nothing. So we're going to get our own. We're going to get our own fucking towns. We're going to move to our own shit. What happens is motherfuckers move their own shit. Banks, schools, churches, everything completely black owned. And they was like, oh, what the fuck? You're not supposed to be able to do that. You're supposed to like need us.
Suck at life.
You're supposed to suck at life without us. And we thrived a lot. And they was like, nah, it's the only time the United States military attacked its own soil.
Wow. Was the Tulsa massacre?
Was Tulsa and Wilmington. What happened in Wilmington was they barely teach that shit in schools. They barely a lot of that shit. But real quickly, they had elected officials. Wilmington Wilmington wasn't 100% black at the time. It was like 80% black. Mm-hmm. So they had white people there, but they were cool. Like the ones that lived there.
They wanted to be there.
They were good. They wanted to be there. Everything was fine. They had elected officials. They had people in holding office positions, being in teachers, the whole nine yards. So 30 militia of about 30 white dudes was like, nah, bro. So the bad thing, what happened was, and it was over something that we think is just crazy now, but a dude made a newspaper article up north in Pennsylvania somewhere saying that black people is just attacking white women all the time, and it was crazy. And the reason why white women are with black men is because they're forcing them down there. They're doing all this crazy thing.
Shit.
Another reporter in Wilmington said he put out his own article saying white women's with niggas because they want to be.
Yeah.
This nigga lost his shit. They planted it in every newspaper in America. This guy's saying white girls actually want black people. And
it was a black guy who put the article
yes.
out? Oh, wow.
From Wilmington, and then they looked down there and seen, these motherfuckers is down there living their best life. A militia of like 30 or 40 dudes went down there, killed about 60 people, went into their offices at gunpoint and forced them niggas out. And the only reason the dude who wrote the article didn't die is because he got word a day before, and they was like, yo, if you hear when they get here, they gonna kill you. It don't matter if they don't kill nobody else. They don't kill you. So he got his family to fuck up out of there. They got there the next day. They went into every black official that was holding office. This isn't even during an election time. It's not during election or nothing. They went in there at gunpoint, made these niggas sign over every single position to white people that they wanted to put in that place. They put them in that place, and then they left. They killed like 60, 70 people. That's crazy. And then that was fucking it. They don't talk about that shit a lot. But that like shit like that happens. And when you talk about niggas should stay segregated, niggas should stay segregated. They should just leave us the fuck alone.
Yeah, niggas would have been straight. Super caught back.
You know why they did that? Because now we're not as strong as we're supposed to be. Like black people,
systematic racism.
We're supposed to be locked in the chain. They made sure that they broke the link, so that way we always reaching and battling each other.
This nigga told me, he was saying that white people are not, they're not like the the first people, which is fair. I've heard it all the time. And then
It's fair. It's a fact.
Which is
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Why you said it like it's fair?
But he goes to tell me, he says, hey, whenever you're around a white person, really, just look at that motherfucker. Just look at him and tell me that nigga is not a weirdo, right?
Yo,
he said they have no rhythm, they have no culture, they have nothing about them. They're just these fake people. And I'm like, I'm sitting there getting my hair cut like, damn, I'm really about to go look at a white person.
You better leave here immediately and go find a white person.
You say that because I was thinking about like maybe white people age so fast because they not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Especially after watching Invincible, you know how the motherfuckers come from another planet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Viltrumites.
And they were
So
aging super fucking fast. And I was like, man, they not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
I mean, they age so fast. Like,
he was saying
dude,
that we didn't even, black people wasn't even eating meat. Like, we were living off the land. And he's like, white people were still living in caves and shit when we found them. And
when we found them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. This nigga is spitting like this crazy knowledge on me.
Is he a 5% or something?
No, he said he's very spiritual, and he thinks that like that black people are this energy that were meant to be on this that were meant to be on Earth, and when white people were created, they were created. They're not like he was like they're mankind. They're not human.
Man-made?
No, he said they're mankind. I see what he's saying. He says white people refer to themselves as mankind because they're like a kind of man versus black people who refer to themselves as humans, who are the species for this planet. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
And, dude, this nigga was like, I was sitting in the chair like,
I don't want to get too deep on this.
That's crazy.
It was,
we can go on this for a fucking hour.
It was the deepest
This will be the
haircut
whole
I've
show.
ever had in my life.
That's
why your haircut was so fucked up.
Yeah, because he was focused.
Bro,
He was just focused on something else.
I just had to get it fixed.
You know what I'm thinking about why he's saying this right now? It was just like the funniest thing ever.
What's that?
It's ironic that out of all people, it was him in that chair while he stayed here.
It was supposed to be there
for him to tell you something.
And he didn't even get a good haircut.
Yeah,
but he was supposed to be there.
And you know what's funny and a good thing?
What's that?
He don't even care that he had a bad haircut.
Yeah,
100%. And when
that, I think is dope.
Ev not caring he got a bad haircut. Yeah, maybe y'all don't understand how big that is.
They understand.
Not for nothing. When he came outside,
they do.
I looked at him. I'm like, this nigga look a little different right now.
You know
what's going on with
Facts. Yeah,
I know his little haircut. He like to get
too high up on the fade, and
the back
I had
pulls,
my barber had to fix it when I got back. But yeah, man, it was just dude was doing some real.
That's crazy. Well, the thing that people say is like white people are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Like that's the problem isn't just being for themselves, trying to create a perfect world for their race. The problem isn't that they're trying to do that. The problem is that they're not letting nobody else do that. If you just let everybody, because the powers that be feel like, okay, if we, instead of everybody can eat, is if I let you eat, you're going to take food off my plate. Yeah. And it's like, it's not even that. There's enough food for everybody, but they're like, nah, we ain't. You can't tell people in power to give up power.
Because black excellence is always going to prevail.
Well, 100%. Not even that. I would say it goes back to that y'all seen the movie The Platform?
No. Oh, yeah.
I heard that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
So in the movie, they make enough. So there's a certain amount of platforms on, I forget.
It's like 100 and something.
So, whatever.
Shit, yeah.
And they make enough food for
everybody
to eat.
But what happens?
But the motherfuckers at top.
It's like, nah.
Just eat and eat and eat. And then it gets to the bottom and there's nothing else left for them to eat.
Yeah.
And that's literally, I mean, that's what we're doing. Not what we're doing.
No.
The dude put it into perspective to me. He said that, I said it, so then where did black people go wrong? You know, if we were this such powerful race on this planet, or these beings, like, you know, how did we let white people do the things they did to us? And he said it's the only reason it happened is because black people forgot where they came from.
Yeah,
that's what the Bible. We're the chosen people, Israelites, and we didn't, like you just said, we forgot where we came from. Yeah. And we didn't accept. We were worshiping idols and not God.
100%.
It was a detachment
by the Bible. I'm not really.
Yeah.
Super.
But I thought that was interesting.
So we're cursed because we're cursed people because we denounced. Oh well, we were worshiping idols and not.
What I feel like they did the smartest thing ever, and the thing that we have to understand is it's not it's not people of color throughout the world. It's the Black American.
Oh my God, that's the other thing he was telling me. Oh my God,
it's the Black American.
Africans are thriving.
Our experience is completely different.
Bro.
I love it.
Fuck. So he
get too deep.
So
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just gonna elaborate.
Give him a round of applause.
We're here.
Man. I'm loving this.
I love that Ev brought this to the table.
Give him a round. You know what it is? He's trying to get his black card back.
It's itching. It's coming over there. It's coming over there now.
I think he's about to get it back.
It's coming over there now.
He was saying, first of all, that he was referring to people like me of my skin color.
Okay.
You know, he said that and he was your color. He said that people like us are indigenous to this continent.
Okay.
We were not brought here. He said he had such a problem with the term African American.
I do too.
Because being African American is what white people wanted to call you so you could feel different from them. Yeah. Even though we're all Americans, we're all,
from this continent.
Yeah, we're all indigenous.
Well, that's why I said why I said Black American.
Yeah.
So he said
on applications I put other.
But he said the biggest problem he has with the Black community is that they find themselves wanting to go back to Africa, and then when niggas go back to Africa, Africans tell them, "Nigga, you're not from here. This is not your home."
That's not true anymore. Africans love us now.
But that's the truth. No, they don't.
Africans,
That's the what's it called? That's the miscommunication. There's another word for it. But that's the thing. African people are indigenous to that place. That is where their people.
Yeah.
Black people, we are from everywhere. We're from everywhere. We owned this entire planet. So for white people to tell you, no, your people came here on a boat and then you guys started having sex and started populating this place, that's the problem, because we are not from Africa. We are from here. And he said the other issue is that motherfuckers be doing these ancestry shit and they be doing this fucking trying to find out my bloodline.
Yeah.
And the shit be telling you you're from Africa or you got Nigerian descent. When the truth is, you need to find out where you're from. You need to find out where your people are from, and you can dig and look through those records and figure out where your people are from and who they actually are.
Because I have something. Go ahead.
I had it's funny. I saw a post today. The post I saw was I think the guy's from the Nation of Islam, and he's a black guy. And George Washington had said, we're gonna take the turbans and all this stuff from the black people, and so they will forget that they are from where we're from. And
they are the original people.
Yeah, that we're the original people. Blah 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 blah. And it's just fun. I don't completely agree with that all black people are indigenous to here.
Not all black people are indigenous, but the people who are indigenous to here should not be referred to as African American. But he said he prefers
we have
the
to
term.
All dig.
He prefers the term.
He prefers the term colored.
All right, so let me say this. Let me say this before. So my original point was something else. Give me 1 second. But where we're at here is I always say Black Americans, but a lot of people
black. I'm black. I'm not
black.
African American.
I say Black American.
Yeah.
And the reason why a lot of people disagree with that is because the term like black, nobody's the color black and white people aren't even white. Yeah. It creates the divide. It was invented to literally create the fucking divide between black people and white people. And the term black. Yeah, and I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. The problem is I just like how it sounds. So like I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah. But I think I like the colored. My biggest point, colored is fine. My biggest point for me,
because we're not black.
We're not black.
I don't
and
like
we're
it.
not white.
Because I feel like the word black is
I don't
just.
Like it. I feel like that's just the white or the colored people. Like,
and that's what he was saying. He was saying.
Hold on, let me get my point. My point before I forget. My point is that we like to. We talk so much about the whole diaspora as a whole over the world. And I think that the only reason like that's important to know, and it's important to know going forward so that we have a good understanding of everything going forward, right? And that's super important. But here we have a different experience here post Jim Crow. And that's why you don't ever hear me talk too much about slavery and all that shit, because as big of an event as it was and how all that shit here, Jim Crow in the South, the 40s, for the 20s to the 60s in this country was fucking insane. Yeah. And that's modern history. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was born in 83. Like, my dad was alive. My dad was kicking. My dad was doing his thing. Your dad was like, all of our parents lived through civil rights. Every person in this room, their parents was alive and coherent and about your age when civil rights was going on. Late teens to 25. Yeah. All of our fucking parents. So that's our modern, and what we know, what the civil rights movement, what Jim Crow in this country did to the black person in this country is crazy. And it's like, well, we're from here, and I don't ever like to get too bogged down in us being the original man. That's because that's great. But when people hear that, they shut down because it's too much. It's too much. They can't understand that. But like nigga, understanding what happened in this country in the 60s is not too much. Fact. Because that shit was only 40 years ago. Like, stop acting like that shit was 200 years ago. That's why it's subconscious, it's subliminal messaging. That's why there's always pictures of fucking like Martin Luther King Jr. like black and white, like this nigga was in the 30s and shit. Like nigga, the Wizard of Oz came out like the 30s, and that shit was in Technicolor. Like, you ain't got no colored photos of Martin Luther King, but by showing them black and white ass shit and making this shit look old, it lets people think that, oh man, this shit was forever ago. This shit was like forever ago. Like nigga, when you think about it,
he would still be alive if.
That was fucking 40 years ago. Wasn't that was 20 twice. Like, you know what I'm saying? That is 40 fucking years ago. So the civil rights movement was 40, 50 fucking years ago. Like, nigga, there's color pictures of this nigga. And not only that, but trying to pretend like this shit was so fucking long ago so that people cannot like focus on, oh man, this is crazy. Like, that shit is not. Like, we've only been free since the 60s. We've only been able to ride a bus since the fucking 60s. Like, that shit is fucking crazy. But whatever, niggas ain't want to. Anyway, more fucking. I want to talk about this. I want to fucking talk about this because we talked about it a little bit last week, or not last week, week before last. We took a week off. Thank y'all for coming back. This DaBaby shit pissed me off the more I started looking into it. So.
How about the gay people?
So all right, so the DaBaby shit, the canceling of him, of all that shit, I was like, all right, cool. And we talked about it last pod, like, people just want to be mad for whatever. And then Hot 97 they didn't pull him, they let him perform, and then he fucking apologized and shit. And that nigga apologizing pissed me off.
Why?
Because I don't have, it's too long of a video, but it's like there's a 20-minute clip, this white dude. So there's this white dude. He's about 10 years older than me. He came out, he had a TED Talk about 7 years ago-ish. And he talked about how he's a white dude. He's from Florida, but his family moved to Georgia. And when his family moved to Georgia, he was he's a Christian, so he's a youth pastor and all this other stuff there. But he showed pictures of him and his wife, who was white, like surrounded by black people at his black church, at his black school, at his whatever. But he's not talking he's just a regular dude. And if you saw him, you wouldn't think that. The point is, he did a TED Talk about why it's okay to, and I'm going to insert some of this shit, and there's going to be a link to that shit in the description when I post this shit to YouTube. He did a whole TED Talk. It's about 30 minutes long about why it's okay why black people are the only people who can sell murder of their own kind on the radio. And he was like, if I go to the radio station, and he was like, as a white dude, if I go to the radio station and say, I have a bunch of songs about killing animals, will y'all play it on your radio station? He's like, they're like, fuck no. He's like, I have a song about abusing dogs. Can you play it on your radio station? Like, no. I have a song about beating on women. Would you play on the radio station? No. But they'll play day in, day out, niggas killing each other all day long. It has no fucking problem whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And he's talking about, as long as you do that, and then he started talking about how, was it Jeezy or somebody, they had Rick Ross, Rick Ross it was a deal with somebody, and then he said something about, he did a line on one of his songs about date rape, and then they pulled his shit.
Yeah, you ain't put Molly on our champagne.
Yeah, and everybody lost their shit, and Rick Ross, like the companies that were behind him were like, oh, we don't stand for that. We're gonna drop him as a celebrity endorsement on this. It's like Rick fucking Ross. Like Rick Ross talk about pushing more drugs and killing more niggas than anybody. The moment he had one line in one song about date rape, they pulled this nigga shit. And he was saying because niggas got off brand essentially. And when niggas get off brand, you could talk about killing niggas, you could talk about selling drugs and black, you could talk about all that other shit because that's on brand and that's what we said is okay. But it's the moment you start talking about some shit that we don't think is okay, we're gonna fucking ruin your fucking life. So this ties into the baby can talk about killing every nigga in the world. Actually killed a nigga in Walmart, and you still you book this nigga on your festival. The moment he said something homophobic, you dropped him from every single
what did he
fucking.
Say, though?
Doesn't fucking matter. My whole point is he didn't say I'm gonna kill these fucking F words. I'm a fucking whatever. He said something about
if you're
not sucking dick in the parking lot, whatever. Either way,
you gay. It was
either way. It wasn't as it didn't equate. It didn't equate to the killing nigga shit that I've ever heard him say. And my whole point is, why is it that? And I said this last time, but I wasn't as mad as I am now that I've seen. That 106, now that Hot 97 gave him a chance, and he went out there in his whole apology tour. Why the fuck is it okay? Y'all didn't give a fuck about this nigga killing 97 niggas, but when he said if you're not sucking dicks in the parking lot, he said something gay, and it's like, get this nigga off every fucking festival. Why?
Yeah.
So
y'all don't have no fucking problem. Y'all don't give a fuck about this nigga killing niggas. I don't think he should apologize for that shit.
My thing is, everything is about
I know why. I'm just saying
everything is about the gay,
and I said it.
The gay community.
I said it.
Is taking over the gay community.
I'm gonna say
what
this.
happened to the straight community? We can't stand up for something. We're straight. We can't have our own community because the gays is overpowering. We say one thing gay, the whole gay community is bashing us, but we straight. We can't speak on how straight we are.
I'm gonna say
without being attacked. Not no more.
Go ahead.
Gay people are not special. They're just gay. I don't know why we're putting them on a pedestal.
All right, now hold on. Don't make me do this.
I don't.
Don't make me
agree.
Here we go.
Are they special?
Make him do that.
No, they're special.
they're regular people.
You're sounding
They're
like
regular
white people when black people were fighting for their
I'm not saying
equality.
anything about their rights.
Why do we think black people are special? They're just black.
We're not special. We're just black.
Yeah.
So,
but we fought
that's
to be
far reach.
It's
a far reach.
And it's the same, no, it's not. It's the same thing.
So
it's a group of people.
Hold on, let me argue this. I'm going to argue his because he said
a group of people who
gay people get to choose.
Got it.
So in your statement, if gay people get to choose to be gay, they can choose to be straight, just the same way like we say cops get to choose to be a cop. So what the fuck are you defending them for? This is you.
Wait,
you said
confused.
gay people get to choose to be gay.
Yes.
Right. I think gay people are born gay.
Okay. But for the sake of my argument,
they can choose to be gay.
Yes.
Then just don't be gay.
They choose to be straight.
But
and be
why? They can choose to be whatever they want to be. Why do they have to not?
So when you just said that we can't choose to be black, we're born this way.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. But
so my point is, I don't give a fuck about any of that. My point is, it doesn't matter if we chose to be black or we chose to be fucking whatever you didn't. I don't think they chose to be gay. That's not my problem.
Yeah.
And my problem isn't that you guys should have a problem.
Special.
My problem isn't that gay people should have a problem with people saying things that are homophobic either. You should have a problem with that. My problem is with corporate America. My problem is that with corporate America, and I'm gonna make this black and white. Corporate America says it's okay to kill a nigga. But it's not. He didn't say kill gay people.
This goes back.
He didn't say I'm gonna shoot gay people ever. But he said I'm gonna blow this nigga brains out. Mm-hmm. Corporate America, white America is okay with saying I'm going to take your life. It's not okay to say I don't like gay people. Do you think killing a person and saying I don't like a person is equal?
No.
So what the fuck are you? For me, that's my whole point. That's my whole fucking point. I'm not getting deep in it. This is what they canceled him over.
But he just said something. Both of you guys just said something that was
what?
You guys were saying that
they're not special.
No, not that they're not special. You said that gay people, something about gay people. Gay people shouldn't have a problem with somebody saying homophobic shit. That's what you said, right?
No, I said they should. I said if they have a problem with it, that's fine. That's exactly what I'm saying.
So then what's the problem?
The problem is that gay people,
gay shit.
The problem isn't that the gay people had a problem with him saying. The problem is that they dropped him from every fucking festival because of it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's not the problem with the gay people. If the gay people have an issue with it, fine. But why is it when gay people has a problem with something, we have to stop the world? But when black niggas is getting killed, we don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
Answer that for me. That's it. That's all I'm asking. And if anybody can answer that for me, win good. Because if you're gay,
the world does stop though.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, there were plenty of niggas that the world stopped for. The whole Black Lives Matter shit, when that shit kicked off, that was nuts. The world stopped.
Ain't nobody.
I thought we were riding because the world didn't stop.
We were rioting because the world didn't stop and nobody got arrested. And if we don't, then the world stopped when
Everything
excuse
was put
me.
on pause when
you know what? You know the problem is the world didn't stop. The world didn't stop when the niggas shot him. The world stopped when niggas said, "Hey, where's the body cam footage?" And it showed you killing a nigga, and nobody blinked a fucking eye. And we're like, "Y'all cool with this? Y'all cool with this?" So it took a collective of a bunch of niggas to say, "Hey, this isn't right." And then the world stopped. The world didn't stop when they killed him.
Riot, do all this.
The world didn't stop when they killed him. The world didn't.
Facts.
Nobody gets fired when a motherfucker get until the shit's on camera and you can't hide from it, and it's on every Twitter feed, every IG post, every news channel, everything. Then it's like, okay, now we got to do something about this.
Do that, he'd have walked away with a slap on his wrist like it never happened.
And it's like, nigga, I just want people to be as afraid to kill black people as they are afraid to offend gay people.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I want.
In your words, Hells, be accountable for the
That's it.
situation.
Be accountable. And that's the whole, when we talk about police brutality, we talk about accountability. And that's why I hate when people say, well, guess what? Black people, and they'll use the talking points, the black on black crime, even though that's not real because there's everybody on everybody crime. But my problem is niggas will do that. A cop will kill a nigga and it's like, well,
So
you killed a person.
Gay people shouldn't be mad about.
No, that's not what I said.
Who said they
at
were
all.
mad though? I know gay people that really don't care.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said. What I said was,
just
why is
like-
corporate America mad?
Listen, I don't know why we're not.
We're not what?
talking to the gay people.
No, I don't know why we're not looking at the situation the same, because the situation can be looked at the same. There are plenty of black people who didn't care that Trump was being racist, right? But there's a whole other group of black people that did care about it. But that doesn't mean that what he was doing was right, just because some black people didn't care and others did. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right is right.
What I'm saying is like we could talk about
and the same way that black people fight for equality and are fighting for the things they're fighting for now, gay people have the same right to do the same thing.
How often
did I say that they didn't? That's my whole point.
You don't
they
hear
have
you don't
the
hear
right.
white people talking about killing black people.
They have
You don't hear
the
white
right.
people
They
talk-
just doing it.
Hold on, you do not hear. Hold on,
What are you talking about?
You do not hear
I don't hear
white people talking and rapping about killing black people. You also don't hear gay people talking about fuck other gay people. Or they might be like, fuck that gay ass nigga, or whatever they might say. You know what I'm saying?
You're on my
They can
side.
do that to their people.
You're proving my point.
No, I'm not.
It wouldn't be on the radio if they did it. If a gay person talked
guy
about
was
killing another gay person,
no. If a gay guy was talking about fuck that gay ass nigga,
Yeah.
it would be okay. If Lil Nas X came up saying some shit about gay
how do you know
people,
though?
we don't know
don't know
because they
'cause-
don't do it.
Yeah.
So let's
we
not go there.
Thank you. What I'm talking about is tangible shit.
Yeah.
Tangible. The baby, does the baby talk about killing niggas all the time?
yeah,
Yes,
It got him the fucking festivals that he's on, right?
literally.
The moment the baby says one line, literally like 10 words about gay people, and gay people said they didn't like it, what happened? They pulled him off of every
Well,
festival.
how do we know they're talking about killing black people? He never said kill
Okay,
that
I'm
black
not doing
nigga.
this. I'm not doing this with
That's
you.
the thing.
I'm not doing this with you
Next topic.
because he said it. Because he.
That's the thing
So-
too. That I'm trying to look at it from a corporate standpoint, right? Niggas aren't on
It's okay to
songs-
kill niggas and it's
Hold on.
not okay to offend gays. That's the corporate standpoint.
Niggas are not on songs talking about killing that black ass nigga. They're not saying that. They might refer to that nigga as like shot that nigga or whatever. And
How is
nigga,
that different?
And black people call. I call plenty of people who aren't niggas nigga. I call, hey, look at that nigga right there. He could be Spanish, he could be white, he could be whatever. Now, if that nigga say it back to me, but you understand where the disconnect is.
I
Black
think you're
people are
trying
not
really-
talking about killing.
Like, why is it when it
He's
comes
reaching.
down to this, we have to go through mental gymnastics to
It's
like
not
justify
that is
what the
not-
fuck
that is
they're
not
doing?
mental gymnastics.
It-
People are clearly saying, fuck that gay ass nigga. You are offending a group of people. White people are not on songs saying, I killed that black person. Black people aren't on songs talking about, I killed that black person. They're saying, I killed a nigga or I shot that nigga.
I think they're referring to black people when they say nigga.
Well,
I don't think they're talking about I killed
now
that white
you're
person.
doing mental
I don't. I'm not.
gymnastics.
I think the
You
niggas.
have to do
I think the
mental-
drill rappers who are in a specific place where there's only niggas are talking about killing the only niggas that they're
But there
around.
isn't a
I don't
place
think
where
they're
there's
talking
only
about. I
just
don't think they're
niggas.
talking about being through.
You think there's white people on 65th? On
But-
65th?
all I'm saying
I don't
is
think
you're
they're
doing
talking about-
mental
You would make it
gymnastics.
better if they
I'm
were
not.
rapping saying, I smoked that black nigga.
I
rather
think
than
if
say
they were
nigger.
doing that, they would
I
get
think they're
canceled,
talking about
just
niggas.
like-
I think the fact that you're trying to justify. You're sitting here saying that when when niggas say I fuck with this nigga, they're not talking about black people. They're talking about white people.
Or they're talking about
just
else.
bring it back.
Yeah,
just bring it right on back.
You always
just,
do
he,
it.
he
Like,
has
you
to do
always
it.
do it.
You
Like,
think they're talking
I
about
would
white
just-
people?
like, we just
When I
gave you
said I smoked
flowers.
that nigga right around the corner, I'm from here where it's nothing but niggas. I'm not going to Beverly Hills and smoking niggas.
Yeah.
I'll be rooting for
like
you.
I'm here.
I'll be rooting
I
for
live
you
here.
sometimes
We
to
should
get your black card
so we
back.
should cancel all music then. All black people music. if they're
We
talking
shouldn't.
Hold
but
on.
the
Hold
corporate-
on. He asked me, I'm gonna tell him. We should make it popular to not rap about killing each other. And let me tell you why. I will never, ever say that we need to do anything to deserve respect in this country because everybody the fuck else gets respect regardless of what the fuck they do. Anyone else who says, well, if you guys stop killing, like, no, we've seen it. We have tangible proof of niggas living completely okay.
Yeah.
And y'all bomb niggas and y'all got rid of them. So what I'm saying is the only reason for is specifically just to prove to ourselves and our community that we can talk about different shit. Like, because it started talking about, okay, well, it happened when niggas was reporting just what they saw. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm from here and I see niggas killing each other, so I'm talking about it. And then it morphed into niggas who ain't from here, who don't know nothing about this shit, who ain't doing nothing, talking about shit they've never seen. And when that started happening, then we moved away from, all right, now it's just lucrative. Now you can make money by talking about some shit you ain't never seen, shit you ain't never done. And I'm saying, why can't we just as a community, just so that we can make it so that we don't have to only talk about it. And if there's a balance, even if, all right, let's just say if y'all want to talk about killing niggas, cool, but can we get 50% of that and 50% of something else instead of 98% just kill niggas and kill niggas and kill niggas. We don't have it.
I don't think there's a lot of rappers rapping about killing other black people.
Oh my God.
I feel like either way, I feel like
Dave East didn't
motherfuckers
put
are
not a song on Dave East's
great.
album
And the fact that you can name the amount of people who don't,
Kanye,
the fact that you can name the amount of people who don't is the problem. You shouldn't even, because you can't name the amount of rappers who talk about killing niggas. There's too many of them. You shouldn't be able to name the amount of rappers who don't talk about killing people. And we can sit here and name them.
I don't really know
All
any
drill
rappers.
There's like 3 of them.
Niggas.
And you can't tell me Davies don't
Cole?
talk about that.
Davies don't really talk about that on the last one. Either way, but there's like 3 or 4.
Young M.A.
I just want there to be more than 5 niggas who don't talk about
Drake.
killing a nigga. I want there to be more than 5 niggas who don't talk about killing a nigga. And I just want it to be balanced. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think people are talking about it anymore.
I'd say the most popular
Trippie Redd,
type of rap music right now
Lil Uzi.
is drill music.
Yeah.
And all drill music is killing
What do you mean
niggas.
drill?
What do you mean drill?
Chicago drill, Florida drill,
Metal
New York
Gear.
drill.
Metal Gear Solid.
You don't know what drill music is?
He knows what drill. You hear it every day.
Listen to drill
I
music.
know
what it
like
is.
that Chicago drill when it was popping in like 2008.
So I
know
it's still-
Chicago.
Atlanta drill.
What is the drill though? Like
It's when they're rapping about murdering niggas.
Drilling
that's literally
niggas.
what drill
I
is
don't
That's
like.
think
literally what it
that's
is.
not popular. Then I don't really think that's popular.
Lil Durk.
Lil Durk.
All his music is drill music.
Uh,
Besides his sing song.
he's like the only Chicago. He's a drill. Okay, we'll name another one.
I'll give you all Florida drill. Fucking
Nobody there is popping other than Kodak. Who else from Florida is popping?
Who I Smoke. Bib. Like that's one.
That's a one-hit wonder. That shit is trash. She's not even.
Have you listened to his album?
No, that's
Okay.
why he's fucking garbage.
Just
And
because
that song
you
was really trash.
Because you Ev don't listen to Florida drill.
All I'm saying is
doesn't mean-
that's not what's hitting the top 100. That's not what's hitting.
that definitely hit the top 100.
All I'm saying
Since
is
we're
it's
talking
not-
about this album, let's talk about this Donda, man. Let's go.
Oh, man, we're going- hold
Before
on.
that, I want to go and say, I am so glad Elijah McClain,
Oh man, yo,
let's get along.
Who's this?
the EMTs.
The EMTs and the
the
police.
EMTs and the police
being
involved in
charged for his murder.
in his murder.
Oh wow.
That's 2 years in the making. Shouts out to his mom.
Dude.
His mom, I know she's fucking bro.
Man.
That shit hit home for me,
You know.
heavy, and it hit home for you, heavy.
I cried.
And dead ass, bro,
cried.
it was rough for me.
I'm about to
when you
tear up
see
right now.
somebody and it reminds you of somebody that you know, it hit
Oh my
different.
God.
Like I ride for everybody because that's just my culture. But when I hear somebody talk and they sound like my kid, it fucks you up in a whole different way. So like, shouts out to them for finally doing what's right, even though it took fucking 2 years and a new district attorney. Shouts out to his mom for
keeping on fighting. So anyone who doesn't know the story, Elijah McClain was autistic, and he was murdered by the cops for just walking down the street. He had a mask on because he's anemic, right? He was anemic.
He's anemic and his face gets cold and anybody who knows autistic kids know that they have sensory issues. Some people like to be warmer. Some people like to be cold. It's
fresher.
A whole different fucking thing.
Yeah.
But either way, it's not illegal to go to the store, buy something to drink, and then walk down the street with
your mask on.
It's not illegal.
Especially during COVID.
Especially during COVID.
And
so
even
why did they shoot him?
They didn't.
He was strangled. He was asphyxiated.
For doing what?
Walking down the street.
Is there a body cam?
Yeah, there's footage.
There's footage of him in the store talking to the clerk, who it's in his neighborhood. They know him. All the people there know.
He was just walking down the street.
He was walking down the street. He is an autistic teenager walking down the street. Someone called him and said he was suspicious because he had a mask on. Okay. And then they stopped him, and then the EMTs, they were a bunch of them on top of him. He could not breathe. And the EMTs gave him a drug, a sedative, and it slowed down his shit. And that's why they're being charged. And then it aided in them suffocating him. Wow. And he fucking died from walking down the fucking street. And the whole time he's not resisting. He's telling them, hey, I just have this on because, I'm a good kid and all the shit that I'm not going to get into because it makes me too emotional. But either way, it's something should come out of this. And
I'm happy that
so I'm happy that they get in charge, and I hope actual justice is served by something, but I'm not holding my breath. This is a step in the right direction. Yeah. So, no. Next subject.
Donda.
Anything? Donda. Bro, you want to go to Donda?
Donda? We can go.
Donda. Why do you hate? Okay. Donda. Before you launch, let me ask you one thing. Just before you launch, I'm going to ask you one thing. Donda. Would you dislike it as much as you dislike it now if you didn't have the leaks?
No.
Really?
I would love the album.
If you didn't hear the leaks.
I didn't hear the leaks.
I agree.
Okay.
I don't think I would love it.
Okay.
Yeah. But it would definitely be.
Was the version you had that much better than the version that got put out?
So
really?
Like I said, I think
because I haven't heard him yet.
The first version I got was the best version he put out. It wasn't that many features. It's 11 songs.
Talking about his first concert.
I listened to the album.
It was after that first concert.
I didn't hear the leaks.
Yeah,
I didn't hear none of it. I just started hearing the album. I changed the shit.
Really? Wow. I like it.
I don't like that he came on with the Donda chant.
After that shit was annoying.
I think that was a good start.
55 Dondas.
Hold on.
I understand what it was. It was 54.
58. His mom was 58 when she died.
Yes.
Matter of fact.
And the Dondas was because of what?
Right.
Her heartbeat.
Her heartbeats, right? It was the rhythm of her final heartbeats. And that makes you think about it a little differently.
I skipped
as a person who has not heard any of the leaks, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love it.
I can understand.
I love it.
And I think
after the whole track, what was this?
That was the first song.
It was.
The whole track was the first song.
It was.
And it was the last song on yours, right?
By the fourth track, I was annoyed.
Oh no.
I'll say
fourth track. I almost crashed my car.
And I was sitting there. I wasn't moving. I was stationed. I was locked in.
Guess who's going to jail tonight?
After that, it was like it started paying
me
to sleep.
So
like,
I know
crazy to me.
Like I said,
let the Kanye fan go. I got my shit off.
That device where we can make our own album with this album.
Okay.
And I think he just was playing, just kept playing with the shit and just kept playing with the shit and just kept playing with it. And he's like,
no,
all right.
I think he was playing with it when he did those first two. When he did those first two concerts, I think he was playing with it then because I don't like the new Hurricane. Like
really
on the second.
How is it different? Explain to me because I haven't heard the album.
He added some beat.
He took away. When you hear The Weeknd's voice on the very beginning, it's very cold. Like it's just The Weeknd talking versus the second time he put that song up.
It's more upbeat.
It was super upbeat. Like that song kicked off hard.
Hurricane's the number one song on iTunes.
It is.
I'm looking at it right now.
Can you do me a favor?
Butchered it.
Can you start it?
Hold on. You got the.
I have it. I have what you heard. What you sent me.
You have
Yes,
So play that
one, and then play the new one.
Hold on, let me see if I have.
But yeah, I just think he added. Like, to me, the very first version was what everything without. Like he cut the fat.
Let me tell you.
And it's okay to have fat. Like I said, the second version is. I love the second version too.
Of what?
The Donda.
Yeah.
You haven't heard the very first one either.
No.
But he pulled a track that he pulled a track that I did like, where he was basically talking to Kim and saying, "Hey, I lost the fam." Like, he pulled it from this final version.
He did.
It's not on the final version.
It was the one about keeping your family.
Yeah.
I'm losing my family. And
his mom.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, dude. You have it.
I don't.
So
Yes,
yeah,
it's on
you
the
do.
second,
It's on the second version.
Yeah.
And what I think,
Damn, that was good.
I
have it in
think
my
he was trying to. That was his cry to Kim, like, "Babe, I want you back, baby.
I'm on a fucking
I want
concert.
you back.
Yeah.
I want you. I'm crying right now for you."
Yeah.
And I don't think he got the reaction that he wanted.
No, I think he did. I
Really?
think it got the reaction.
Maybe it did.
110%.
Maybe it did get the reaction. He's like, "I don't need it for the final version."
Yeah, no.
Because I got what I needed out of it.
Yeah.
Man.
But I loved, like, I cried. I
It
heard
was a
that
good
song.
song.
I like teared up.
It
Like,
was a good
damn,
song.
nigga, like he
Was that
really,
deep?
Yeah, bro,
really.
he was talking about losing his
his-
family. He's like, I'm losing my family.
He had his mom talk and said, like, his dad, I think she heard that his granddad
Yeah.
was saying the two things.
Oh, there's two things you never give up is your family and
something
other.
else. Yeah. And he just kept replaying.
And so he pulled
your
that
family.
off that's
Your
not
family.
on the original.
It-
I mean,
it's
that's
on
not
the
on
second one.
the iTunes release.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not.
no. That was a good ass song.
It's a great song. And
That
I'm-
was.
Send it to me.
I'm with everybody, and I'll say this: I love this, but I am, I'm all for the trim and the fat. When you came back after that, and you was like, "Oh, the pre-order," and there's like 20 some track. I was like, "Oh, that's not a good sign.
11 songs is the very
No.
first version.
It's not a good sign."
11 songs.
I think 11, 12 songs is fine.
The reason why this
Yeah, I
album
seen
was so
20
long was because of that last 3 songs
It's
on
the
there.
same song.
Yeah.
He just cut the fat off of the first verse.
I think
and
if you
added
can,
it
you
to the
can
end of
always
it.
trim the fat. If you can keep it at 12, like that's
No.
fucking that's
No.
classic.
12
I
is
need,
great.
I need,
12
I
is
need a
good.
25 long album from
I don't.
Kanye. I need
I don't
30
think-
from Drake.
I need a
can't
12
listen to
song.
straight
Make the
20
songs 5 minutes long. Make them
Nah,
5, 6 minutes long.
No,
I don't
Like,
need
with
20
Drake,
songs.
Drake isn't gonna drop for a little while after this, and I need all fucking 30.
Nah,
please.
man, you're
Nigga,
not gonna listen to all 30 of them.
Okay, when
Past
that
the
nigga,
first
when
one.
that nigga dropped
This is
Scorpion,
Drake. Him. This
when
is
that nigga
Drake.
dropped
Still.
Scorpion, he
He's
dropped
gonna-
the
he's
he
gonna
dropped.
listen to
I
it.
think he dropped like 22 songs on.
It was 2 albums.
It was two-side album. I listened to every song on the album. That shit carried
How
me
many
over.
times?
Nigga, it carried me all the way over to Dark Demo Lane's tape,
Yeah.
and that was about a year and a half, 2 years.
I'm
And I was
I'm
good
not
on
listening.
Drake.
You're gonna listen to 5 songs, and then the ones that fucking
12,
chart.
12 is a great number.
Hold on, man. 12 is a
15,
solid number.
Push it, but
I don't think Kanye wrote
I'm
Baby.
telling you, Kanye wrote everybody's
Kanye
Kanye
verse.
don't even write his own
you're
verses.
reaching.
This is true. You're reaching hard because
reaching
Kanye
again.
don't even write his
See,
own shit.
you're
What are you talking about?
Kanye don't even write his own
Kanye is
shit
a
no more.
certified writer.
Okay,
He
so
writes,
this is what
he
Kanye
writes
does.
songs.
This is what it does. So, say Harlem wants to write a song.
give
He
you
says, "Hey, this is a song." He plays a beat for all of us. We all sitting there, and Harlem starts rapping.
Yeah.
And he'll pause it and say, "Hey, what do y'all think about that?" And then we'll say, "No, I think you need to put this there, take that out, add this." He's technically still writing, but we're influencing
influencing him.
Do you know what I think
yeah,
he
and that's
actually-
what he does.
What I think
But
he
I don't think the people who are, I'm sorry to cut you off. I don't think anybody on this album did what they always do.
definitely.
Nobody.
What
What
I
he
think,
did, what he does.
what I
No.
think he actually done.
No.
is the
I
same
have
thing
never
that I have
heard of
done with him, and I'm like, oh, send me a track, send me a beat, and give me a body of what you want me to rap about on this song.
No,
Yes.
that's not what this
You-
was.
listen, when
That's not
you're
what this
doing an
was.
album,
This
when you're
was
making a
Kanye.
track, when you're making a track, you want this track to direct to something. So when you give that to an artist, you want that artist to stay in line with you. So
Listen,
that artist
listen to
had to
me.
rap around that,
Kanye,
and then when he give him that and
the
deliver
shit
it,
that the
he
niggas
probably
are
do
rapping,
what you just said.
the shit that these niggas are rapping and the way they're rapping it is not like anything I've heard from any
This
of
is
them.
what you're not understanding. If I be like,
both of you are right.
If I be like, listen,
Both
I
of
want
y'all
you
are
to
right.
talk about something pain, something traumatic that happened in your life on this track. This is what I need you to dive into when I'm giving you like
I don't
bullets.
think he did it that much.
You don't have to go
No.
into depth that much,
I'm
and then you
with
rap.
you.
And then after I hear it and stuff like that, and we in this now together, I might give you a little pointers like, nah, I think you should take this away or flow like this because now we creating a song together. This is my album. I got creative control over this.
No,
You're an artist. I'm not
that's
writing.
the thing. That's not
I'm
what
not,
happens on
I'm not
people's
writing your
albums.
verse. I'm not writing your verse. You gonna write it
Listen,
yourself.
Listen, that's not what happens on people's album though.
Hold on, let Duff go.
People aren't. I'm sorry.
Most of the time, people send
aren't-
them a track, and that's
No,
it.
People send them a track and they put their verse and
Yeah.
that's what goes on. Niggas don't sit at the fucking in the damn studio talking about, all right, here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Kanye is the only nigga who has
You're talking about
any nigga on his album
Kanye
and Kanye
Jay-Z,
says,
these
this
type of
is
high
how you're
caliber
gonna
people,
rap.
the high profile people. These people is able to do that. Some of those low,
That's
like
what I'm getting at.
I've heard Baby go spaz just
I've
like
never heard Baby like
I have.
I've never heard him like that. Not like
He
that.
spazzed on fucking with the Drake.
Baby spaz.
That was a
Yo,
difference
Baby
that-
spaz on everything.
Baby spaz regardless.
like
So all I'm gonna say is, you both are right, but because they're all rapping about shit they never rapped about.
Yes.
But Kanye kind of had to tell, like, he's probably said, hey, this is a gospel album.
yeah.
I'm an like
you got to come with something different.
The Jadakiss, his verse,
Yeah.
he was saying shit we ain't never heard
never.
have never
If
heard
you
him
think,
say.
hold on one second.
So he
if you think for 1 second, Kanye West
Yeah,
wrote Jada Kisses.
No.
he didn't.
There's
So what- yeah.
Jada Kiss will not allow it.
But you think
But,
he ain't telling
but
what he wanted to
Kanye
rap
definitely
about?
said.
I mean, he might have gave him some.
All
Hey,
I
this
just-
is the direction
Hey,
the song
exactly.
is going in.
That's it.
But he ain't giving Kiss
you
no bar. That's
can you keep
Kiss.
the cursing to a low?
Yeah.
This is a gospel album.
Yeah.
And that's all he did.
He gave
That's
instructions.
what
And
he
that's
said.
an artist,
100%.
or the artist be like, oh nah, I don't want to do it. I can't do it.
No
Like
one's
that.
telling Kanye
Pass.
that.
They
No
wanna
one's
be on
telling
this album,
Kanye
so you know
that.
what they're gonna do? They're gonna go in that fucking lab and they're gonna reach. They're gonna do something different.
You both are right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you both are right. I just don't. I know he's not writing. I mean, he
No,
probably
he's
has some input, but I know he's not.
Even Cardi.
All right.
I hadn't heard Cardi really like that before.
Okay.
But Kanye
Like,
does
he
elevate
had- he
niggas.
had
Kanye
some-
elevates niggas.
Yeah.
Man. Kanye elevates niggas. He's like
Well,
LeBron.
I really
That's what I'm
don't
trying to
even.
explain
I'm
to you.
really
He's like
done-
LeBron.
It's like
except
playing with Kobe,
except for
playing with LeBron. You come
Yeah.
over here, you got to step
and
up
playing with
a
Kevin
little
Durant,
bit.
who's the best player in the league right now.
Fuck, no,
I'm
don't
really
do that.
about-
Don't fucking do that. Don't reach
Yeah,
like
I don't know
that.
why you did that.
I'm really
'Cause
about
it's the
done.
truth.
I'm really about done with Donda though. As far as
Are you real?
I'm done.
Wait. Hold on. Let me ask you one question.
Boy comes out
Oh my
tomorrow
god,
night, nigga.
yo, Certified Lover Boy.
I'm trying
will be
to.
I got high hopes for this.
I'm
I
trying
think
to put ginger on my ear pallets. I don't want to listen to nothing. Like when I listen to this album, it's gonna be so fresh on my ears, nigga.
Yo, I love the fact that we got the two biggest, like the biggest Yeezy fan and the biggest Drake fan on here, and like we get to go at some shit.
And I'm
because
buying
I'm ready when this fucking Certified Lover Boy come out. I'm
don't
finna
matter.
give this
You
a
wanna
solid
know,
day
I was
of
sad.
nothing else, and I want to hear what y'all niggas takes. I'm not gonna say
I was
shit.
really sad that
I hate the album cover.
I don't. I love it.
It's lazy.
He's got some weird album covers.
It's
He's got
lazy.
some weird album covers.
He's just talking
and
shit
some
now.
weird
Does he really?
tattoos.
Yo,
just
I
talking-
think
No,
if
he does
anybody
have
else would
weird
have put that
Nigga,
fucking
I
cover
love-
on, you would have
I love
judged
his
it.
There's some
album
shit
covers.
that you let ride just
Like,
because
come
it's Drake.
on.
There's some shit that you let
Scorpion
ride.
album cover was hard.
If it had
I
been
like
somebody
that
else.
Black and white, he was like,
I love it. Album covers.
that shit was hard.
I don't love all his album covers, man. He's weird with his tattoos and his album covers. Drake has weird taste in them
Let me tell
shit.
you, I was sad to see when I was looking at the top songs
Yep.
on iTunes. On Apple
I'm looking
Music.
at it right now.
And I'm like, bro, you got Hurricanes
all
number
Kanye
one.
West.
No, they're not.
I'm looking at
What's
charts
top five
right now.
What's top five?
Okay, so I'll go the top 12.
All Kanye West.
Hurricane, Kanye West. Off the Grid, number 2, Kanye West. Jail, number 3, Kanye West. Moon, number 4, Kanye West. Praise God, number 5, Kanye West. Jonah, number 6, Kanye West. Okay, number 7, Kanye
Best-
West. Believe
best
What I
new
Say,
song.
number
Oh,
8, Kanye
what are
West.
you looking
Remote
at?
Control, number 9.
No. You're on
Top
Kanye
songs.
West.
No,
This
no.
is charts. It says charts. Top
For
songs.
him.
Yeah.
No, charts. Top songs. City charts. Daily top 100. This is the top charts on
Go to the
motherfucking
Daily Top 100.
nigga.
Yeah, thank
Oh.
you.
This
Not
is
that.
global. This is different. This is
just go to the song.
charts. Nigga, I'm telling
Oh
you.
yeah, hold on, I'm looking at the charts. Oh wow.
All right. Yeah.
Niggas, I can't read. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nigga, I can't read.
Look at Hal's face.
I went to charts.
So
I want y'all to zoom in
so
on his face. Right?
Friday it'll be Drake and Kanye in the top.
And I
Yes,
think
because all the way up to 13 is stayed by Kid.
Who's
fucking
gonna have the
Lardy
number one
and-
song though?
I don't know. We're gonna see. It's hard.
Does
Okay, so
Drake
the
have a
first
weekend
day.
feature?
The first day.
If Drake has a weekend feature,
Okay.
dude.
First of all, Drake ain't had a weekend feature since motherfucking
If Drake
man.
has a weekend feature, it's
That's
over.
it's over.
The
That's
last-
a
the
wrap.
last-
That's
gonna
still
lie.
the album.
Did
I
they squash
believe-
their shit?
I
Are they cool?
believe-
No.
I believe
They're not cool?
No,
Okay.
the last
Drake
weekend feature
actually
they had
just
was
might
on-
take over because the bitches.
And
bitches don't like
I'm gonna
Kanye
tell
like
you what
that.
I'm looking for. I'm just looking for who's got the better album. Because I don't give a fuck about charts and things. I think Drake always wins charts because Drake has chartable shit.
He's gonna be global.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Drake
be
has
global.
chartable shit, and I don't really care. I just want to know who's gonna have the better album. Me, I'm gonna listen to this shit back and forth. I'm gonna give this another couple of
I
days,
think that's
and
what I'm
then
gonna
when
have to do.
Certified
You
Lover
want
Boy
me
come
to
out
be
tomorrow, I'm gonna
honest?
go ham,
You want me to
and
be
then I'm gonna
honest?
tell you what I think is best after I listen to y'all two.
I think Kanye is gonna have the better album.
You think so?
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you why.
What?
Because
This is
because we haven't really heard Kanye like that.
This is a different Ye.
It is a different Ye. I think we're gonna get the same Drake though.
You think so?
I think we're gonna get the same Drake.
I think the amount
we're gonna
of
get the
time
same Drake talking
since-
about bitches, but for me,
That shit works.
It hits home
That shit
every
works, though.
time. You know what I mean?
That shit works.
It's very relatable.
Drake
You know what I
talks
mean?
about bitches in the most relatable way I've ever heard.
Dude,
Facts.
it's
Like Drake has the most
every nigga can
relatable
relate to it.
I give him
female.
that.
Like that's
I give him
that
that.
shit.
But
is-
I think we're gonna get
literally.
classic Drake. We're gonna get classic Drake, who's hurt, who
Yeah.
might have a little bit of diss.
yeah,
We've heard
talk
it
about
all from
somebody's
him.
mom and
Yeah,
shit.
we've
That's-
heard it all from
and I
him.
think that's why Drake has the tasty controversy.
You don't think
Kanye
he
got
gon-
controversy. Kanye got a different kind of
You don't
controversy.
think he gonna throw
Like-
one? Well, nah. I think he gonna throw one towards Kanye.
He already threw one towards Kanye on the what's the name? On the Uzi shirt.
Real quick, I'm a little upset with Kanye.
Why?
You supposed to be this man of God, but you ain't turning the other cheek.
To what?
Can we
What?
just give
He's
one?
the one that reignited this.
He is.
Kanye brought this to.
Oh my God.
Why are you doing this, Kanye?
He's
You're
holding
supposed to
Ye
be-
accountable. He's saying Drake's album might not be as good. What the fuck is going on?
This shit
What is
getting out of
going on? Y'all niggas
This
then
is-
grew like brains all of a sudden
shit out of
automatically.
control.
You niggas is like shit.
I literally was
Wow.
like, I am
What's
very
going on?
disappointed. Why are you putting this nigga in a text group with Pusha T?
Yeah, that was kind of petty.
Oh,
This
he
is
did that?
super- Yeah.
Or we're not going to sit here and act like
I didn't know-
Christians.
Reignited
I love
it.
the honesty and that
Drake
you're
We're
not
gonna sit
being
here and act
biased. I
like
love
Christians
it.
aren't the most petty motherfuckers, bro.
You-
All the Christians I know are.
It's
I'm not
very-
gonna go there.
No,
I'm just
petty.
saying.
So I'm okay with what Drake does. Subliminally, he never really,
He don't
He
call-
does
he don't say
subliminals.
somebody
He
took
don't.
a
He
ride
don't
at
say a
your
lot of
house.
names.
You know,
He don't
shit
say a
like
lot
that.
of names.
I like if Kanye had to do something like that, but you're supposed to be this man of God, and you're literally
Leaking his address.
leaking his. I don't.
Is
give
it?
a fuck.
Is it cool?
Dude,
But
everybody
'cause
knows where Drake lives.
Drake leaked his address. Technically,
That's true.
But I don't care about that. What I'm saying is you went out of your way to add this nigga into a group chat with Pusha T,
Yeah.
knowing these niggas got.
That shit was crazy.
This is their.
Oh, hold on.
That's petty.
And
That's king
then
level petty.
and then
Petty.
sent
That's
a
king
Joker,
level
the
petty.
Joker picture
That's king level petty.
and said, this ain't blah 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 blah. And I'm
That
like,
shit
bro,
king level petty.
you're a man of God now. You can't be doing this.
I mean,
You think a pastors are up here doing? You have
can
your own
repent.
choir, nigga.
he can repent.
You can repent.
Pastors, first of all, they're not going to say he can only do the things pastors.
It's challenges.
We're not.
Because some pastors crazy shit.
Yeah,
We're not gonna go there.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go. All I'm gonna say is I'm waiting for fucking CLB to come out, and I know
It
this
can't
shit
come
finna
any
do
faster.
numbers.
It
Pause.
can't.
Look.
Can't come any
It can't
faster.
come any
I
faster.
don't-
Pause.
I don't
it.
like that
Heavily.
he announced it. I wish he had announced it today because the anticipation is killing me.
This
It
shit
really
finna be-
is. It really
Just
is.
as-
I don't think, and I'm gonna go on a limb here, and honestly, excuse me, I don't think we're gonna get the same Drake. I don't think we do. I think Drake elevates
We
himself.
don't get the same.
I think Drake is gonna elevate himself a little bit on
I
this
think
album.
we get the
I
same
really
Drake because of the title of the album.
Man.
Nah, I think he's gonna. It's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of the same Drake. I think it's just gonna be an elevated Drake, talking about the same shit, just
I'm just
better.
looking forward to finding the
He's had
number
a year
one
to
song on this album for the first time and being like,
That's the one.
Yeah.
oh my god, dude!
This is
and I'm
crazy.
going to Houston this weekend.
Oh
I'm
man, so you're
about
gonna have ride
I'm
music
about
the
to
whole.
creating some.
So you're gonna have like a
music.
3.5 hour of just.
I'm
Oh my
about to
god,
create every
this nigga
album-
finna be creaming all the way to Houston listening to Drake. and shit.
every album that
Jesus
Drake
Christ.
has had has been at a certain point in my life. Like every time I listen
That's
to
interesting.
a Drake album, it
Yeah.
it reminds me of certain.
And there's a lot going
points
on right now too.
in my life.
That's the good thing about albums. Albums are like, I always think of albums as like a snapshot
Of
of
what-
wherever you are in your life right then.
Yeah.
And
Because
this
whenever
is
you
a
hear that
perfect
shit,
time
you
for-
always go directly back to where you were in
The
your
albums
life.
that you like.
Yeah.
You do that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really good to be creating memories to this album at the time it dropped. You know, it's just perfect time.
I'm a
It's
little
gonna be
upset
crazy.
because I'm going I'm going to
Yeah.
North Carolina. Then me and my best friend.
Shouts
drive
out to
up
the home.
Jersey.
When you go to Jersey,
He's
I'm
in
not
the
even
building.
gonna lie, I'm
But
sorry.
my
go to
best
Harlem.
friend hates Drake.
Oh man,
Perfect.
you gonna have to
He
suck
don't
it
listen.
up.
Hey, if it's
You
my
have to
time
suck
to
it up.
drive, it's my time to drive.
Tell that nigga we
Drake
got a
will be-
pod. That nigga we got a pod to do.
By
That
the
Drake
time,
will
by
be
the
put in
time
play.
my mother sees this, it would have already happened. So I'm gonna say it. So my mom's going out of town.
Okay.
She just got this new crazy sound system for the house.
You finna blow the walls down?
Bro,
Blow the walls down?
neighbors are gonna be blowing her phone up. Like it's a crazy sound.
They'd be like, "There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. You can call.
Corpus Christi. I don't
You
know
can
what to
call.
What's the brand?
That's it.
It's Bose.
First of all,
Bro,
Bose
it's
has had
got
the
this-
best speakers.
It's this fucking
Sonos is pretty good.
huge ass. It's got
Sonos
this,
ain't got shit on Bose, bro.
she's got this huge ass subwoofer. Like looks like it came out of a spaceship.
Yes.
And then she's got the corner
Yeah.
sound.
The wireless ones too.
And
huh?
then she's got the bar. My nigga.
My dad has been on Bose. Like, I grew up
Yeah.
with Bose in my fucking house. My dad has just
I did
evolved his
too.
Bose speakers
You got
throughout
Bose
the years. I do. From my pops. Because he shot me, he told me what
I
good
left
sound is.
Bose a long time ago, but it wasn't until they dropped this new home theater system.
That shit's, I'm getting,
That is nuts.
that shit's crazy.
My roommate just got one, and
I'm
it's,
finna get.
it's like
I'm finna get.
a
He got what you
movie.
got, the biggest one or
He just
the
got,
mini?
He got the big bar.
Okay.
So you can get the big bar with the sub.
Yeah, because there's two
and
different
the-
ones though. There's the fucking three. I think.
Yeah, there's it's like this big, and then you have the long,
Yeah, because there's three of them. There's
Yeah.
three of them. They have the one that's like $700 fucking, and that bitch is like crazy.
I can't wait to hear that fire and desire that he's gonna
Yeah.
have that fucking heavy bass that
Yeah.
bro.
That shit finna be nuts, bro.
Some people think that he dropped the cover saying that he has another baby on the way.
Oh really?
I don't think so. I'm thinking the cover is because niggas is gonna be fucking to this album,
Okay.
and they're gonna be getting bitches pregnant. That's what I got from the album.
What
cover.
is that? What's the album cover?
It's
It's
the
the one
one
with
you
the
posted, the babies, like the
Oh, that's
the
not
emojis.
the album cover. There's
That-
no way that's the album cover. The album
That's
cover
the album
is that.
cover.
No, it's not. The album cover is the one that's all over his t-shirts. The ones with the sixes and the roses. That's gonna be the album cover.
Okay, I saw articles saying that this was the album cover.
No, I don't. think
Babies, right? with
They're
all
saying his merch is just ass though.
his
merch
merch has
for
never
this.
really been. His album merch has never been.
That's
it.
that's
Oh,
what
okay.
they're
With the
That's what they're saying the album cover is.
oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think that's the album cover.
hope
There's no
not.
way in hell that's
Emojis.
the album
You think
cover.
that one
More
gonna let that
pregnant
shit ride?
That's what I'm saying. If that's album cover, I'm gonna be disappointed.
But wait, he has a deal with Apple Music.
Yes,
Oh, they might let it ride. He's got a deal with Apple Music.
he's got
They might let it ride.
fat ass deal with that.
They might let it ride. They might let it ride.
So
Hey.
while we're on music
Oh, go
though,
ahead.
I'll just get my quick. Trippie Redd's album's really good. And I'm not even a big Trippie Redd. I'm on the pod saying
Hold on.
I don't like Trippie Redd.
That's gonna be. I think that's gonna be the album cover
Let me see.
because it's been all over the place forever.
so?
Yeah.
We gonna find out tomorrow. Demur. We gonna find out Demur.
Are y'all staying up? I'm sorry. Are y'all staying
I
up for it?
will be staying up for that album.
I think I'm staying up for that.
We
I think I'm staying
We
up.
don't work Friday, so I will
I
definitely
think
be
I'm.
up
I
for
think
the
I'm staying
album.
up.
I'm gonna drop what I'm gonna probably be playing the game.
I'm
and
not
that's
hitting
when
the
I'll-
road
We'll be on.
until 11.
So,
Yeah, we'll be on the game. We'll probably
Damn.
listen to it at the same time. So I will be up.
yo, this is off topic, but you know how much me and this nigga is on the game together? Our KD ratio on our maps are like identical. On
literally
every one, on like every map.
Yeah.
I be on there, nigga, hey, what's your KD on this bitch? Our shits is off by
I
like
got
one
that
game.
gold camo.
Our shits is off
do?
by like
You have a
one
gold
game.
cam?
You got it on the weapon that you was doing the other day?
He uses the same gun.
some,
I
some.
switch guns
some.
so much because I try.
That's
to get,
what I said.
I try to get everyone to 55, and
That's what
then
I said.
I'm gonna go back.
I just
Yeah.
use what I like.
But
I'm not.
I was using the.
I don't
fuck
care about
out of
the-
that M4, bro. The thermal.
This nigga
Let's not
always
get too
talk
deep
about
on
that.
That's
Yeah.
for 3 dope.
Yeah,
Brothers.
my
We'll get
bad.
back to
But that shit is.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
let me get my music tidbits.
All right.
Like I said,
What else
I'm
you
not a big
got?
Trippie Redd fan, but I love that album.
Mhm.
Davies album, Fire.
Davies album. I put that shit in our group. That
100%.
shit's
It was good.
crazy.
Fire.
That
was good.
shit is, bro.
It was good.
If you guys ain't
Davies,
heard it,
bro.
go listen
I
to
enjoyed it.
That shit is
Shout
fucking
outs to Harlem.
fire,
Yeah.
bro.
West Side Gun's new album, Fire.
Yeah, you put me on that. That's just crazy.
Lil Tecca,
I haven't
his
heard that yet.
albums, I'm not a big Tecca fan. He got one song on there with Trippie Redd. That's
Yeah.
probably the best song on the album.
Listen to that shit.
Yeah, that's that one.
Yeah.
What other album
Jada Smith
came
got
out?
an album out.
I haven't listened to the Jaden
That's
yet.
pretty good. It's more of the
it's in
same,
there.
but it's good. That's some good vibe out late night. Just put some
What
shit
is
on
it?
Jada Smith
Jaden-
album.
Oh,
He's got some real
I
good
like Jaden
album
Smith.
out?
He's
vibe
very
ass.
What
underrated.
is called? Yeah. he's
Fucking
pretty good.
CDV3.
Jaden Smith is very
Man.
underrated.
Yeah.
A lot. I'm trying to tell you, Jaden got some
Jaden
bars.
is
I'm gonna put it in the
shitting on
group.
Will.
I'm gonna put it in the group. Oh yeah, his his music is way better than his dad's.
Yeah.
It's not gonna ever be as big as his dad's.
Never.
But it's
But
better.
that's because we put.
That's because he's under
We
the
put-
umbrella of his
Yeah.
dad.
well, not even that. I
content-wise,
don't even
this-
say that. We put Jaden in a box of weird black kids.
Yeah, this nigga
So he will
shit is.
never-
I like that post you put up today.
Yeah, we gotta stop treating weird black kids different because But that's a topic for another day because I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Right, he said that.
Any other music?
I like that.
Any other music takes while we're on music?
Any other music? I don't. Who else? I think that's it.
That's it. That Meek Mill is crazy, but we open with that, so we go.
Yeah, I mean, he put out a single Friday too. Is pretty good with Baby Keem and Kendrick. Fire. Kendrick.
Okay, yeah.
We didn't talk about Kendrick.
We didn't talk about Kendrick leaving TDE.
His last album with them.
Yeah.
With them.
Yeah, it's definitely not his last album.
Tracking with them.
Yeah,
definitely not his last album.
We gotta emphasize with them because
people keep thinking it was his last album. Yeah.
It's not.
It's
definitely his last
album. The way he emphasized
he wrote it,
he's gonna drop more albums. Just now he want to be independent.
I think he's going to be indie. That's the way to go.
You think he's going to have a different sound, like different direction?
Yeah.
He's had a different sound every album. So
speaking of music, what's up?
Speaking of music, I was on this long drive with my mom for this time, and she's old.
Shouts out to your mom.
For real, shouts out. She's super old, not super high. I'm sorry, I love you. You're not
your
super
mom's
old.
in her fucking 40s.
She's in her 40s, 48.
That's not super old.
I know.
That's not even old.
Black.
I'm tracking.
I know. I got you.
So
today's my sister's birthday. Shouts out to my sister.
Shouts out to this big sis. Happy birthday.
That's my person. I love you to death.
Facts. So I didn't know Jermaine Jackson was that nigga.
Jermaine got some shit
from the Jackson 5.
Yes, Jermaine got some shit.
Song.
Which one?
My mom put me on. It's called "Tell Me I'm Not Dreaming."
Okay.
Featuring Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was
never heard of Jermaine Jackson song. So.
Nigga,
Bro.
what? Hold on, no. We doing
Apparently
this.
Ev didn't
it on,
either.
put it on, put it on, put it on.
Nigga, first of all,
but
Jermaine got some shit.
Tell Me I'm Not Dreaming. But before you put the song on, I want you to know something.
Let me hear it.
There's a reason why Michael Jackson is the king of pop.
Mm-hmm.
That song Jermaine killed.
But Michael
When he had Michael come on that bitch.
What Michael do?
There was no point of having your little brother come on that bitch. Eat you alive. Pause.
I think.
But dude,
bro,
I was like, damn, Jermaine killing this shit. And then Michael Jackson coming to what Michael Jackson do, and you're like,
people on Michael Jackson, and I don't want to say, it's hard to say this word when it comes to the highest selling artist of all time.
Ever.
But Michael Jackson's vocals be underrated as fuck.
Yo,
Michael can fucking blow, bro.
I'm telling you, put the song on.
Like, hold on, man, because you ain't heard no Jermaine. This past 2 weeks.
you got a lot of culture.
Shouts out to Ev, bro. Ev been so.
Evan en el edificio.
Yeah, hold on. Hey. Ooh, hold on. Let that breathe. All right, hold on. I know you've heard Don't Take It Personal. You probably just don't think so. But this is Don't Take It Personal. This is like his biggest fucking, definitely his biggest.
You was rapping over there?
No.
I know you've heard it. You probably just didn't know this was Jermaine Jackson.
Facts.
Because this is crazy.
Easy go, easy go. That first don't take it first.
Oh wow.
This is Jermaine. This is like his biggest song.
You know, if I've heard this, I was young.
Yeah,
Around like
definitely.
my parents. And
Man, let me try to tell you. My mom blew the doors off with this track. Hold on. Listen to this. Yo, this hook is crazy.
I wish I could sing sometimes.
Man.
I swear.
My dad can sing.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. His dad can blow.
When I hear something.
My dad? I'll play it. I got it on my phone.
That's right. Bye, bitch.
This shit ride.
If I could sing,
Drive.
bro, I swear I'll be on this type of vibe.
You don't understand. He breaking up with a bitch, and he telling her, "Look, yo,
Don't take it personal.
I that shit on smooth like
that
this.
nigga
Like,
said some good things come to an end. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like niggas was breaking up with me.
that's how you handle.
Hey,
that's how
let me tell you,
handle a
girl.
breakup.
Let me tell you, girl.
Since this is the music
Don't take it personal.
episode,
Literally.
you know, I love like music is my fucking.
Yes.
So I was like, I was telling Juice like growing up, not even growing up, when I was on a wrestling team, every song that came on, I was singing, and they started calling like, this. Yo, Dolph know every song that's ever played, and it'd be like from white rock,
Yep.
metal,
Everything.
and they're like, yo, how do you know? I was like, all I do is listen to music.
Facts.
I used to like, when I would get out of school, I used to go on Hot New Hip Hop every day, and just,
So that's what you was doing? You was harmonizing another song when you was hearing the last one? Because I saw you over there, like, you was in your vibe just now.
and I just, like,
Yeah, I seen it.
I'm listening to, like, that's my thing, like, playing the game, listening to music,
Yeah.
Facts.
anime. You know,
That's
those
it.
are my three.
That's it.
Hells, I'm going to let you know before we continue going. We got a special surprise for you.
We do. We playing this now while we in music?
No.
Nah,
We're
nah,
playing on
yeah.
sleepers?
That's a sleeper.
All right, cool.
But we got a special surprise for you, Hells.
What are you talking about?
We got a surprise for you
Let's get,
during
one
in
or
sleepers.
two- let's get one or two topics out before we.
All right, so hold on. I have some topics
Yeah,
I
what you
want to
got?
do. Hey, all right. I just want to know and keep it real. Don't. What's the stupidest question anybody's ever asked you? Do you know it?
Look at this.
It's not even. It's not even a question.
Let me hear it.
It's a general statement that people fucking do that pisses me off. And it.
Let's hear it.
Okay. So I was going on Japan. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, mumble.
What? You said what? You said what?
Yeah.
Nigga, listen, let me tell you something. I have a hearing problem, all right? I'm 22. I can't hear.
You
okay?
hate niggas, bro.
shit.
When I'm talking to you and I say for the first time, and I say what?
And you do the same
And
thing?
you do the same thing again. And do the same thing again.
I feel you.
We're done talking.
I feel you.
I'm walking
you on
away.
that.
It's my new thing now. When
That
we
is
have
aggravating.
a conversation
That is
and I have
aggravating.
to say what twice,
That is aggravating
I'm
as shit.
walking away from you.
I'm with you on that. That's
I
fucking
saw
aggravating.
this comedian,
That's stupid.
some white boy. He said he was running the same problem, but what he started doing is when people would mumble again,
You mumble back.
he would mumble back, right? And then the person would say what?
I love that.
The person would say
I love
what?
that.
And then he would say, "This is where we are.
I love that. I love that.
This is where we are."
I love that.
I cannot fucking stand that shit. Like,
I'm with it.
Speak the fuck up.
I'm
You know,
with it.
This happened 2 days ago. I was just ordering food, and you know, she was old lady, right?
Oh.
Old lady.
Shouts out to the old ladies.
But fuck that bitch.
Oh my
right?
God.
I'm ordering my shit, and I say, yeah, let me get it, whatever. Let me get number 2, no vegetables. What? Excuse me. What did you say again? And I just looked at her.
You know what? You know what adds
And we
on
just,
to that?
I held up the line.
You know what
Just
adds on?
looking
You know
at
what
that.
adds on to that? When they rude and they giving you fucking attitude when they
Oh
doing
my
that shit.
God.
I'm sorry. That wasn't like a question that somebody asked.
No,
but
that's
that
fine.
is like
I don't know if I have any.
You don't
I
have?
fucking hate that shit.
I gotta think about it.
Yeah, like I just,
I have so much
Bro.
on my mind.
I.
But what I want
You
to
know
add
we've
before
been-
you answer that,
Bruh.
I got caught today with some like 90s, 2000 shit.
What's that?
Shit had me in tears today, but I was ready to curse him the fuck out.
What's up?
I called somebody today and I got hit with the old school answer machine.
Oh shit.
What do you mean?
Hey,
What's
yo,
the
this
old school answering
is-
machine?
No, with the hello.
Oh, no, he
I gotcha.
I'm like, yeah, you forgot to drop something off for me. Da da da. He said, what you said? I said, you forgot to drop me off. He said,
Yo, we fighting.
hello, ladder. He's like, oh, leave a message. Boop.
Yo.
Yo, bro,
I'm not even gonna.
I
cap.
was
just
so
got
pissed
hit with
off
the same
because
shit.
No,
not
you
just that,
We swinging.
the motherfucker, I asked him to drop something off. I'm right there. I'm like, listen, can you drop it down the road for me, right here for me? He's like, no problem. I'm like, all right, I gotta use the bathroom. I remind him again because I'm like, hey, you might not see me there, but my boy's right there waiting for it. Can you do that? No problem. I went to the bathroom. On my way back walking, I see the car zoom by. My shit not there. So now I'm already mad because now I might
That's
see
funny.
you until tomorrow with some shit.
That's funny.
And then I call you
And then he hit
and I get hit with that shit.
the fact that niggas have actual answering machines
Yo.
now, because nobody has an answer.
Nobody-
Everybody just
nobody
has the
That's
fucking
what
regular
fuck-
shit.
unless-
That's
Unless
what
you
fucked
own a
me up.
business.
Yeah, I was about to say because
Unless you own a business.
It's her.
Other than
you
that,
know.
their personal phone.
No.
Who the fuck is doing dummy text messages like
Yo,
or phone?
that shit
I'll fuck
had
you up.
me so
Nah, when I see you, nigga, it's
livid.
bro. When I see you,
If you're
It's on
doing
site.
that, you got a signature underneath your text message.
100%.
If you
That's
leave it,
I
weird.
didn't even know you could still do that.
you
That
can't.
is super weird.
Yo,
My mom be having this.
man,
shit.
I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
funny.
I got
She's an
got
Android.
1,000.
I'm forgetting this
dude,
nigga. Yo,
that's
I
so
actually have an answer.
weird.
I have an answer.
Let's
And
get back to that.
I have an answer. I was like 19, right? And I was at the beach with a friend.
Juice is gonna answer a question.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm
Wow.
Yo, what the?
The king has entered
his
the
own
chat.
question.
The
No,
king has
we need some
entered the
round
chat.
of applause.
for myself.
Shit.
For myself.
This nigga don't answer no questions.
I just want you, hold on, before I answer, I just want you guys to know at the end of the season, I'm doing a compilation. I'm gonna do a compilation of me not answering shit. I'm gonna do a compilation of him asking for 1, 2, 3 goes. The count ends. I'm doing a compilation of a bunch of fuck shit for this season. Anyway, all right, so for my answer. I was 19. I was in my car. I was with a friend of mine, and we went to the beach. It was late. We drove down to the beach. We were chilling, kicking it, having a good old time, right? Me and a friend. So it was late. We were leaving. We left, and we were like the only car on the road. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Only car on the road. And in Moorhead, there's a long bridge you come over, and you get to the beach, long bridge to get back over to the mainland, and
Facts.
keep on going back. Right? All right, cool. So we, a cop pulls up behind me. Stop at the light. Light's blinking, doing the blinky thing. Full stop, because this nigga's behind me. We're the only 2 fucking cars. All right, cool.
Is he
I know this
pulling us
nigga.
over?
So he stopped. No, he didn't blinky light. No, I'm saying he didn't blinky light. The light, the street lights. So I
yeah.
stopped. Then I fucking drove over this long bridge. He drove behind me the whole time. Hits his fucking cherries as soon as we fucking get back onto the land, right? It's like 2 minutes, maybe. I'm like, you were behind me, and when I stopped at the stoplight, so I know I stopped.
I did
So
the right
there's
thing.
I know I wasn't speeding. You've been behind me the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
I know I've done the right thing. I'm straight. So we pull over. Long story short on why he pulled me over, my driver, the fucking license plate light was out, but that's not what he had. That's not the stupidest thing. He came up to the car. This nigga said, "Hey, where you guys going?" I was like, "I'm going home. You know, me and my friend were just at the beach." And he's like, "Yeah, I was behind you." I was like, "Roger then, you know, sorry, officer, I see you. I know, you know, everything." He's like, "All right." He's like, "So where you come from?" I was like, "We come from the beach." He says, "What part?"
What part of the beach?
This nigga said, "What part?" And when I was 19, and I remember it to this day. I just looked at him. And I was like,
Like what?
and he said it again. This is the honest to God. This nigga said it again. "What part?" And I was like,
You mean
"The
what
part with
portion?
sand." And I literally was like, "The part with sand." And he was like, "I'll be right back." And he walked to his car. Jokes on him though. That nigga gave me a ticket. Nigga didn't give me no warning at all. And they gave me a ticket. And I looked at the girl. She was like, "You dumb as fuck." I was like, "What was I supposed to say?" She was like, "You finna get us fucked up." I was like, "What was I supposed to say?"
The
This
sand.
nigga asked me what part of the beach I was at. I know the beach had parts. She was like, "Oh, we fucked up. We finna go." I was like, "We ain't going to jail. Nothing wrong." "Well, that's not me because this, that, and the third." And I was like, "Oh man, warning." I was like, "Nah, he'd take this ticket." I was like, she was like, "If you wouldn't have fucking gave that nigga that dumbass answer, we probably would have got off." I was like, "What do you want me to say?"
Facts.
This nigga said, "What part of the beach was I at?"
Let me tell you what just happened this past week. We were driving back from North Carolina,
Hey, once again, shouts out to the home.
and Mom's got this new car that it like drives itself, so you can set car lengths that you want to be away from.
Okay.
Right? Cool.
Yeah.
So my mom is about 4 car lengths away from the car in front of her while she's on the interstate at all times. Right.
Okay.
And the only time you can set the auto drive is when the car is in cruise control. Right.
Okay.
So the car is cruising at the speed limit that the road is.
Yes.
Right? Cool. So I'm knocked out. Right.
Yeah.
I wake up. My mom's like, "Oh, we're getting pulled over."
You're very trustful. Because I don't care how.
Yeah, I'd be sleeping.
I'm not
our
driving.
robot.
I'd be sleeping. So mom
driving
gets
with a
pulled
car.
over. Mom gets pulled over. This is white cop who comes out. So long story short, my mom was 4 car lengths behind the car in front of her, going the speed limit. She said when she passed the cop, she was in the left lane. So she just immediately got over to the right, just cause, you know. And then the cop,
the left lane is a fast lane.
yeah. So the cop pulls out, and she's in the right lane, and there's a car next to her in the left lane, and the cop is behind the car in the left lane, running her plates. Right? She was driving for about 2 miles, just cruising. He was there, she was there, nothing. She gets pulled over. The guy comes out. Mom pulls over on the interstate, and the cop comes around my side because you know, so he's around my side, and he goes, "Hey, ma'am, I was pulling you over because in the state of North Carolina on the interstate, you have to be within a football field's length of the car in front of you. Whatever, right? Whatever.
I've never heard that.
Right?
In my entire
Cool.
life.
Whatever.
Wait.
What?
You have to be
A
crazy.
football field's length. But what he didn't know is that the car
Was
doing it already.
Yeah.
So there's no way that I wasn't,
Yeah.
even if that was true.
Yeah.
Right?
What?
Cool. Right?
Football.
What?
That's
Exactly. So then he
never heard
says,
that in my
she's got paper plates. So he goes, "Hey, did you just buy this car?"
Like, no shit.
She goes, "Yeah, I just bought this car 2 weeks ago." And he goes, "Oh, well, you know, I know your Texas tags, the registration is on the license plate, and it was super hard to read it." You know, whatever the fuck he's saying. So then he says, "Where are you guys coming from?" And she goes, My brother died. You know, we drove to North Carolina to see some family and things like that." He's like, "Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. Do you mind if I see your license and registration?" My mom is an extremely law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
She's not going to fight the cops. So cool,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Hands him the license and registration. He goes back to the car, right? He's chilling in the car for a minute. Then he comes back and he says, "Hey, ma'am, I'm going to write you a warning. I just need you to step out of your car and come back to my car and receive the warning."
Nope.
I was already pissed that my
Yeah.
mom steps out of the car.
No.
Right? So my mom steps out of the car and goes back.
Honestly, I'm stepping out too.
No, I'm not.
Nah, he would have got shot.
Yeah, no. I'm
But
not
why
doing
did they even
He gonna
want her
shoot
to-
me because I'm not
That's
letting
what
my
I'm
mom.
the fuck-
saying.
My
It
mom's
makes
would've never got out.
She doesn't.
None
Mom
of this.
saw this.
None of it. It's gonna get even crazier. It's gonna get even crazier.
Shit, my mom.
So she goes. So she goes back to the car, and I'm watching her in the rear view just
Yeah.
to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
So they're talking. She comes back to the car, and she's fucking angry. And she's like, "He turned into the biggest dick when I went back there." So I'm like, "What happened?" And she goes, "Well, he was asking me. He asked, 'Oh, so your father died, right?' And my mom was married to a cop.
Yeah.
So she knows,
Yeah.
nigga, you know what the fuck I told you.
Yeah.
Right? I told you my
Yeah.
brother. What are you
There's-
trying to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she says, "No, my brother died." And he goes, "Okay, what else did you guys do while you guys were up here?"
None of your fucking business, bitch.
Like I said, she's a law-abiding citizen.
Man,
So she's
am
not.
I being detained?
So hold on. We're
free to go.
gonna get there. We're gonna get
And
there.
angry, just listen.
So mom says, "No, you know, we drove up from Houston, stopped in Alabama, saw a client, then we came here, right?" And he's like, "Okay, cool."
What do you do for a living?
He go,
Yeah.
"Bro,
Why are you driving this car?
that's what
Essentially.
he says. He says, "What do you mean you saw a client? What do you do for a living?" She said, "I'm a business consultant." He says,
What does that entail?
"What?" No, he said, "Well, a lot of people that I pull over who say they're business consultants are drug dealers. Are you a drug dealer?" And she goes, "If the question you want to ask me is what kind of business consultant I am,
Yeah.
then ask me what
Yeah.
kind of business consultant
But don't
I am."
assume.
And he goes, "You're right. What business consultant are you?" She goes, "I'm a business monetization coach. I help people make more money." Right? And he goes, "Oh, okay. Do you have any large amounts of money in the car?" And my mom says, "I wish, but no, I don't." Right? And then he's like, I don't know what he said, but then my mom says, "Look, I feel like you're not giving me a warning. I feel like I can't leave because you're holding my driver's license and my registration,
Yes.
and I can't leave
Tactic.
right now." And he goes, "You're right." Hands her the fucking
Yes.
shit. She gets in the car and we drive off.
Yep.
No warning was given. She didn't go back to the car and get a warning. She didn't sign a fucking thing.
Yep.
Why the fuck did he want her to get out of the car?
Yeah.
For what?
He probably wanted to talk to your mama.
Nah,
don't even know.
as a person who is from that state, I have my driver's license is still North Carolina. I've never heard that shit in my life.
Ever.
I learned how to drive there. I got my driver's license there. My driver's license still says state of North Carolina on it to this day. I don't know what the fuck that nigga talking about, but I will tell you them cops ain't shit, and them niggas will pull you over on some fuck shit.
For
them
nothing.
niggas will try and get your ass him the fuck up. And nigga, hey,
For
am I free to go?
Absolutely nothing.
Am I free to go? Am I being detained? Am I free to go?
So-
And quick, fast, get the fuck on up out of there.
Calls are pulling me up, man. We'd have been.
And they love to do that shit.
Bro,
Hold your shit.
she gets
your
in the
mom
car.
said the exact right thing.
She gets in the car and I'm like, Mom, why the fuck did you get out of the car? She's like, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, there was no reason for you to get out of the car.
Like, no, your job is to bring me. You wrote
That's
the ticket.
what I
have to go get my own ticket.
She literally got out of the car to go to his car.
Get the fuck out of here. Bring me my
what?
shit.
No, out of. Can I get out of the car?
Yeah, nah, my
Because-
mom's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Bring her the fucking ticket like you're supposed to do because that's your fucking
Yeah.
job.
If
Or go get your supervisor.
But I'm not trying to start nothing.
I understand.
I understand.
I understand completely.
You know,
and
And even-
it
and even
probably
after all
ended the
that-
best way.
your mom should have been like, "Can I get your badge number and your name?"
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Because
I'd
they
have been-
have to
Bro, there
pull
was, like,
their
no
supervisor. When you ask for
reason.
their supervisor, they have to call them out. 9 times out of 10, they do not want to do that
And
shit.
I was telling
They
her, I
don't.
was like, you ever notice that the only times they ever ask to search the car is when you're outside
Oh, 100%.
of the vehicle.
Yeah, they don't
So
ask
if
to search it
you're
when you're
already
in it.
outside of the vehicle,
Hey, you mind if we search your car?
now we can search your vehicle.
Hey, you mind
whatever
if we
whatever
probable
the
cause or
law
whatever
is or
bullshit they...
Oh, she said something else, so I'm going to go back to the car and ask him.
You got aggressive outside of the car, so I had a probable cause.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Because I feel like you was hot or something. They create some.
Bro, this just happened
That's
fucking
crazy.
6 days
Talk about
ago.
the dumbest shit. I have another question for y'all.
Speaking
Yeah,
of,
I have another question for y'all.
Hold on.
Go ahead, up.
Speaking of other shit that pissed me off, thinking about the driving. You ever been in a car with somebody and like you're a passenger seat and something wrong with their phone that you had the GPS a place for them, and you're telling them which way to go and how to go, and every 2 seconds they keep asking you, "Oh, but which way? But which way? But which way?"
You just gotta put that
I'm
bitch
confused.
on.
What are you talking about?
I'm in the car.
The nigga
He's
has
the passenger. He's the passenger.
Oh, you're the passenger.
And say your phone was acting up. His phone was acting up, and the place we was going, it said 3 hours away.
Yeah.
Shit was like 13 minutes away. So I'm GPSing it for him. I'm
You
like,
are
hey.
the passenger now.
Yeah, I'm passenger. I'm like, hey, in like 3 miles, I'm gonna tell you you gotta make it right. We get 0.5 miles. Oh, where we at now?
0.5. That's not even half a month.
That's not even- yeah.
Where we at?
I can see where the fuck we just was at.
I'm like, I'm gonna tell you. Okay. We almost there? I'm like, nah, just keep going straight. He like, okay. How far is it?
Well, y'all niggas must be riding in like some 2005 shit because now you can
Nah,
just put it up
I'm-
on the screen.
I'm finna
And
just, first
everybody
of all,
can
I'll take
see
my
it.
phone and sit that bitch in the
Yo.
fucking windshield fucking
So
with
I'm
me.
like,
Here,
kept
nigga.
going. He kept going. He's like, now I'm getting annoyed because now he's like, okay, you sure we going the right way? I'm like, look, here, I tossed in the fucking
Yeah,
phone. Like, look.
yeah.
He like, oh, the coordinates seem right. I'm like, this fuck-
yo.
yeah, no.
Yo,
no.
I'm gonna tell you who it is too, because you know exactly who he is.
Who?
Man, I'll tell you after.
Okay.
He pissed me the fuck off.
I know who it is.
I think you do. He did that shit like 15 times the whole entire ride. Like, I didn't want to talk to him.
I'll turn that shit the fuck off.
Nothing.
All right, I have another question. All right, Hales, this time frame is going to be different because it was like 2 years ago for you. But for the rest of y'all, how disappointed do you think high school you would be with you right now? I can't say high school you for you
I was in high
because
school
you
you for me was
were in
pretty
high school
fucked up.
yesterday. So
No, but
We're
even,
like-
even then, my high school, I was fucked up. The
do
high
you
school
think
me-
high school version of you would be disappointed with the current version of you?
No.
I would say
That's a good question, but no.
Do you think middle school version of you would be disappointed in the current
No.
version
Middle
of you?
middle high school would have never thought I'd be where I'm at right now.
He's like,
Ever.
damn, nigga. you
I'm
think
like,
you the shit.
wow,
You know,
I did
I'm sitting here thinking
I
about
did
it.
something right.
And it's the total fucking opposite. Me now, I'm fucking disappointed in how I was in high school then.
Oh, of course, though.
Because I was a man. I was.
Because you know better now, though.
Nah,
That's why I said, do you think high school version? You know now, nigga.
No, fuck no. I'm proud of how I am now than what I was then.
I'm saying, but you then would have been like, you a sucker now. I think high school Harlem would call you now a sucker. I think high school Harlem would call current Harlem a sucker ass nigga. I believe so.
Touche.
Stuff.
That's fucked up.
he would.
Nah,
That's fucked up.
because I'm. Yeah.
I knew in high school what I was. I knew in high school that I'd be in
Okay.
So I was
the
smacking
job.
shit out of
I got you.
One of the 4 of the.
All right.
I knew I was
So
going
you knew
to be
then.
doing that.
Because of Pops.
But yeah, but I think.
Yeah, this is good.
No.
That's a good question.
I don't even because I'll never think about that. I always think about I beat my fucking
Yeah,
I
because
beat my
we
high
all.
school
That's what
ass.
made me
That's
think
all
about it. Because we always think about how we would do things differently, whatever. But nobody thinks about it the opposite way. Nobody thinks about, man.
I don't know if he's disappointed. Probably be like, damn, it's a little fucked up. But this is probably where
This is probably where
Yeah.
he's like, yeah,
you
it makes
fucked
sense.
up
It
along
tracks.
the way
It
and-
tracks. It makes
yeah,
sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Not that I give a fuck what high school me is thinking, because fuck
That's
that
true.
nigga.
Definitely, 100%. Definitely that. Definitely. I got one more, then we
Y'all
can go
thought
on
I
to
was a
our.
simp now.
Oh my God, high school Dolph. Man, this nigga was going. He was definitely certified lover boy. That nigga was in. I don't even.
I can tell from a picture I see.
Man,
He's shook.
this nigga here. All right, I got one more, and then we can go on to like the other shit.
So you gonna do? Your
No,
thing? Not
come on
gonna
now,
answer?
come on, just do it. Anyway, all right. Hey, what's the most badass thing you've ever did that nobody saw?
What do you mean by badass?
I mean, what is something that you did that you like? Damn, I wish somebody else was here to see this shit. Because when nobody, and if I tell the story, niggas gonna think I'm capping. So like, it's got to be like, and it's the most dopest shit that you did that nobody else saw but you.
So like he asked me
Whenever
this-
he does that, you
I have
know
a
it's
different
the
type of
shit he not
lifestyle.
gonna
Like
say.
some things I don't like.
I know
to
you're
talk
not gonna
about.
say it. I know you're
I
not
have
gonna
shit
say
that
it.
I don't like to talk about. So that's like
Get the fuck out of
So
here. I understand why he don't, but I don't understand why you. Fuck out of here.
I was telling him shit like that. It was like I think about it like, damn, I wish someone could have been to see it. But then I just be like, well, since no one's gonna hear
I'm not
it,
even gonna think about it no
brain
more.
dump that shit.
That's-
But it probably has something to do with like me playing the game, and back then it was if you didn't have a capture card, you didn't
Yeah, you
save
couldn't
any of your gameplay.
Save the whole gameplay.
Yeah, so it was probably something like I was just going off on the fucking game, and
Yeah.
it was like, yo, this is fucking YouTuber level shit that I'm doing, and it wasn't
Just
that, or it was probably like
I've done some
Some
shit.
shit.
I can't, and I can't hold the question. I can't say mine.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, man.
Yeah,
I wish.
Man.
I wish.
hold on, we
I wish.
saved some topics for him that we didn't want to talk
Yeah.
about.
All right. So
I
what's
don't
up?
remember.
Yeah, I get in trouble.
100%.
I'm not saying. It.
Yeah, I just gotta.
And there's
My
some
bad.
crazy shit, dude.
We gonna talk because, bro, I did some shit like, you ever just been in the moment? You're like, how the fuck did I get here?
We gonna
How
say-
did the series of events get me to this
Yeah.
position with these people? And no one's gonna believe this shit. No one's gonna believe I got here.
I'm sorry, people, but that's not for the people. We got.
Yeah, this is gonna be on there.
I'll tell a story.
Let's hear it. Story time
Wait,
with
wait.
Ev.
You-
We need a
you-
drop for that.
You telling the,
We need an Ev story time drop.
you telling the filtered version?
Obviously, why would you even do
Nah,
that?
I don't think it's really gonna
en el
be
edificio.
filtered. It was high school Evan,
Okay, so
he was on some other shit.
Yeah, you can let it
Um,
rock.
Y'all seen High School 11?
No, I haven't seen the picture.
No.
He's gonna after this. He's gonna show you his Finsta.
Yo, this nigga probably got
This nigga
fucking
does
look
not.
like Rico Suave and
yo,
shit.
nigga has a fucking gold.
Oh my
tee. I
god,
was
yeah,
like,
this nigga. I
yo,
know this nigga look like
this nigga
Enrique Iglesias and
This
shit.
nigga looks like
I already know.
what Stefan?
Oh,
And
it's
Steve Urkel.
Stefan
We got-
Urkel.
Yo, we got
Nah.
Stefan.
Stefan
I got it.
Urkel, and then
Yo,
Ev.
yeah.
What's up? That's what's up.
We got Ev and we got Evan.
Evan, yeah.
The people who were there know about it, but I wish there were. The story was just ridiculous. So I went. There was a girl in high school that I knew. Her parents owned this like 5-acre patch in Houston of just land, and on the land there was an RV that you could just start and chill in the RV and whatever. So I went there with my girl at the time and my 2 other homegirls. It was me and them 3. And the plan was we were just going to pop some Zans and just, be fucked up on the land and chill and have a good time. So we popped a Zan, and when nobody was feeling it, like none of us
So you
were.
pop 2.
So we
Or
popped
3.
we
Oh,
popped 2
shit.
more, right?
See,
And
Two
we
more?
and we still didn't feel. Yeah, we
Or
popped.
3.
So we were at 3. Everybody's at
This is
3.
our first time.
No,
doing
it's
these?
just like we had done it before. Several times, and but usually we went to like parties or we did shit and we fucked up. So, but this time we're just on the property, and both of the girls had boyfriends at the time, and we were all in this little stoner circle, with friends and shit.
Got you.
So We popped 3 and we were not. It was almost like the Wolf of Wall Street where they were taking the moves and they weren't feeling them.
Yeah,
right.
Of course,
we weren't feeling it. So I was like, "Yo, me and my girl were like, yo, we're gonna go pick up some more." Right. So we go pick up like 1 each. Right. So now we're at 4. Then a blackout. then I black out. Right. I don't remember. But then I wake up or something. Right. And we're in the RV. Just us, right? Us. And one of the girls is like, "Hey, wouldn't it be so funny if we just kissed?" And I was like, "Ha." It would be. So we kissed. Right? But I don't know why. We went outside away from everybody else though. It was on some kids.
Where's your girl at?
In the RV.
She heard this?
Yes, nigga, we were staying out. It fucked up, right? So we're making out, and then boom, blackout again. Now we're all in the car at Sonic, ordering Sonic, right? So I'm going to fast forward and then I'm going to rewind. So fast forward to the next day. I call the plug who was selling us the Zans. He's like, "Bro, y'all niggas dropped like $200. I was like, "When did we ever drop $200? He's like, "Y'all just kept coming back to get more." I don't remember going to get more. So, okay, rewind. Now we're at Sonic. Cool. My girl's in the back seat with me. The 2 girls are in the front. One's driving, the other one's in the passenger seat. The girl leans over the driver to talk into the thing to order her food. And I look at the girl. I say, "Hey, you want to make out?" So now I'm making out with the other girl, right? I'm making out with the other girl. My girl's right here, just fucked up. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Zombie.
Now I'm making out with her.
Out.
Cool. Fast forward. We get back to the property and there's a gate.
Yeah.
Okay. That we locked when we left. So in order to get out, you had to get the key and you got to go unlock the gate. So the girl in the driver's seat gets out to go unlock the gate. I get in the driver's seat. I don't know why. I get in the driver's seat and I'm looking over at the girl in the passenger seat now. And I said, "Hey, do you want to make out?" And she's like, "Yeah." So we're making out and my foot's on the brake.
Oh my God.
And I don't know why I put it in drive. But I put it in drive and the girl is down there undoing the lock, right? Now I'm making out with a girl over here and I let go of the brake, right? And now the car's driving.
Did you kill someone? Does this end in manslaughter?
No. Okay, no. It's just gonna end.
I say let's
Hold on, Jesus.
It's gonna end in a massive foursome.
Okay.
But
all right.
So I hit the girl who's doing the lock, right? And then I was like, "Holy shit, we just ran over blah blah blah." So I put it in reverse and the girl gets up and she's laughing. Like laughing.
I'm sorry, she's a white girl.
The 2 were white and the other one she was Asian.
Okay.
So they were not black.
So we pull in and we're back at the RV and they all start getting naked, nigga. Butt ass naked. And I'm fucked up. I black out. Boom, wake up the next morning. Everybody's naked. I'm naked, my little thing out. Everything's out.
Full glory.
Out, right? And I'm like, "What happened?" Nigga, there was a video that I put up and recorded the whole thing. When I tell you it was the nastiest, sloppiest thing I have ever seen in my life. No.
Okay. Why not?
Well, I honestly, it's in an archive somewhere. It's gotta be in like one of my old iCloud shits. I gotta get into it. But dude, it was the nastiest shit I think I've ever seen in my life.
Were you disappointed in yourself? Were you disgusted in yourself?
I really couldn't get hard because I was like extremely barred out. That it just wasn't, but they were all like sucking on me and they were like, "You're not even hard." And I'm like, "I know." And I'm like super fucked up, dude. Like it's the nastiest thing to watch. Like it's just a bunch of zanned out people on drugs.
Just a bunch of zanned out teenagers trying to have a fucking.
Dude, it was nasty.
Jesus Christ.
It was the nastiest.
Kind of fumbled the bag.
Yeah.
Honestly, how are you gonna get hard?
I don't know. I've never done Zan side.
It's like being. If I would have known, being coked out, you know what I mean? Like, they have like coke dick, like
They got Zandic, you just couldn't.
You just couldn't, dude.
We're already at 2 and we're going into sleepers, bro. Because we out here.
Yeah.
Yo,
but I've told that story to people and they're like, "There's no way."
There's no way.
Dude,
it's never happened.
You just had to have been there. That was none of this was planned.
What a time to be alive.
And that album came out. It was
That was like, yeah.
I
And he
listened
was
to
just
the
like,
album and I'm like, it sure was a
that's
time
where
to be
you want
alive.
a time.
It sure was
To be alive.
Great time.
Hey,
man.
man.
Great time.
That's what's up. Hey, man, look, we got a treat for y'all, man. We got 2 Harlem tracks. Harlem, what up?
Are these
doing
these
them
my
first, or
surprises?
you wanna go out?
Are these my surprises?
You want to go? Wait, you want to do those 2 first? Or
Ready
you
for
want
that
to go
one?
out?
Let me.
You ready for
I
that?
got my sleeper.
Oh, let me.
You ready for that
I thought
one?
we gonna go out.
I swear to God, you're gonna want to scream when
We
you
can
get
go
up
on
on
your
your feet
sleeper.
or
Oh,
stand
yeah,
on
go
the
on
couch.
my-
Yeah,
I
we're going
wanna
on your
hear
sleeper.
it.
Like no gas.
I want to hear.
All
it.
right, cool. All right, Harlem got some shits. We don't do here.
It's
man.
not what we just heard outside.
Yeah, one of them is. I'm
One
gonna
of
play a
them
little
is-
bit of that. What we just had outside.
I want to get into the surprise though.
The suspense.
Let's get into the surprise.
Is it good?
Hold on, let's do this.
Oh,
Let's see what we have.
It's good.
You know what I'm saying?
They called me.
I've been in the lab.
Huh?
They called me when it was.
Hey,
He called me when
get a little
Why
bit of this
nobody
shit
tell
right
me
here.
though?
Hey,
Stop playing with a boss like that.
Hey.
Your worker can't even talk like that.
Yeah, you kind of tripping. This shit was fire.
Hoes in the mood, no time for the chit chat. Stop playing with a boss like that. Your worker can't even talk like that. Money thoughts, pay bread on your cap. Hoes in the mood, no time for the chit chat. No time for the chit chat. I was taught, get up, go, get that. Made bands on the block, rock star. I'm a clown, I be showing my ass off. Niggas hate, I know they don't like me. No effort, just do it. Nike, my life is a movie. Do it for the culture. Just call me Spike Lee. I did this all on my own. Nobody claiming my throne. Counting this money alone. Excuse me, you wasn't there for the code. I left it all on the map. I put it all on my back. I put my team on the map. You wasn't there, still
Hey,
screaming.
nigga, we hear you.
Strap.
Yes,
Stop
sir.
playing with a boss like that. Your worker can't even talk like that. Money thoughts, pay bread on your cap.
Yo, I'm A&R in this nigga's album. I'm A&R in this nigga's album. Dolphin to manage this nigga. Can get this nigga. Get this guap. Let's get this shit.
All hairs, I did this and I
Hey.
did that. I don't give a fuck about that.
That was good.
Now,
That was good.
Show still living up a name, let it go.
Your has been.
Tell by your fashion. I can tell you doing bad by your actions. Yeah, you was lit. Pass it back. All my niggas, they active. 4, 5, 6, head crack. All my
This
niggas,
is the
they
nicest
no
I've heard
sex.
his
Big
music,
pics,
though.
no
Really?
pics.
Like
All my
quality
shit, I ain't put
Yeah.
to the
of
next
sound.
level.
This is the nicest I've heard.
You know my bop. Keep my Glock.
You know my bop.
Turn ops.
Yes, sir.
Let's hear the second one.
All right, that's enough.
Oh
All right,
man.
let's get into it. This is my shit.
I ain't gonna hold you. Hold on. Pause that.
What?
You
nigga?
gotta do.
I'm
this.
happy you said that right there, Hells, because honestly, I think between these last 2 weeks, I personally got better in the engineering and the mixing of my
100%.
own.
It sounds good.
Because usually I send it to my boy or like
Yeah.
I've been working on a different program, Logic, rather than Pro Tools.
Logic straight.
I'm gonna come
And-
over there one day.
And
He outside.
I
He in shape.
definitely
Yeah.
I had to dive in and really like go to YouTube University and sit down and lock in to really learn how to EQ it. And it shows.
It sounds great.
It shows. So I appreciate
It does.
it.
It sounds good.
All right, we got the new track Harlem and Zilla. Nigga Godzilla. Zilla for short. That nigga wreck everything. Harlem and Zilla.
Who's Zillow?
Turn that up.
You gonna find out.
Turn that
Shit
up.
crazy.
Who's Zillow?
Listen to the hook.
Oh no, backward.
If I said it, nigga, that's what I mean. If I tell a nigga fuck you, it's fuck you.
Who is
Yeah,
that?
half of these niggas is pussies.
Hold up.
Who's that?
Hold up.
I swear to. If I said it, nigga, that's what I mean. If I tell a nigga fuck you, it's fuck you. Half of these niggas is pussies. Yeah.
Huh?
Listen, just listen.
Listen.
It is what it is. You can suck my whole dick respectfully. You ain't gotta check. The nigga don't check for me.
That's my bar.
Young cat, you fucking with a big dog. One call, I can have you and your man's gone. Money long, pockets on obese. If I want it, then I run it like a track meet. In the field, no recruits. What you know about the streets? Ian Robinson for Lee. Running 12 around the block, steady with the shot. Fuck with no shopping, nigga. We just them niggas that you not.
Huh?
Posting on the gram about shit that you ain't got. Sitting on the yacht, triple in the pot. I'm a different type of breed. I ain't really speaking a lot. My presence alone, I shouldn't be peasants. No preacher, teacher, I'm giving you lessons.
Tell him.
On guard, I'm giving you blessings. And if you want smoke, shit, I like you dressing. If I said it, nigga, that's what I mean. If I tell a nigga fuck you, it's fuck you. Nigga, half of these niggas is pussies. Hey, I swear to God. I swear to God. If I said it, nigga, that's what I mean. If I tell a nigga fuck you, it's fuck you. Half of these niggas is pussies. Yeah. I swear to God. Yeah. I swear to God. See what you not gonna do is play with a nigga name like I won't come through. And if a nigga call game, I bet the shot go through. And I'm stepping over hoes like they name Ty Lue. You live in fantasies, nigga. That fake shit made up Dr. Strange niggas. Running back time stones, acting age niggas. Y'all babies. Throwing tantrums on the stage, nigga. I saw gay, so I said gay. You wanna play, nigga? Let's play. I'm in shape with the vet stay. I lay you out like the fit for the next day. I came back just to show I'm savage. Yeah, I'm hearing what you saying, but that shit is garbage. This shit ain't bars, man. That shit is bad. Kicking niggas off the top. Milk crate challenge. Hold up. Wow. Milk crate challenge. Niggas rather milk a crate than milk a cow. Wow. Bunch of weirdos. But they can't figure how they got no figures, nigga. I got no figures. We going out on niggas say claim they grown. They can't stand alone, but they rather bust a gun just to say that they grown. If I said it, nigga, that's what I mean. I swear to God. If I tell a nigga fuck you, it's fuck. I swear to God. Half of these niggas is pussy. I swear to God. Yeah. I swear to God. Yeah. I swear to God.
This shit is hard.
Yo, not to cut you off. It's a podcast that matters, my nigga.
Hold on.
It's not you, nigga.
For the people. If y'all don't know who the fuck Zilla is,
Who's Zilla, nigga?
the one and only
Man.
Juice.
Stop
playing with this
You know what I'm saying? He came out.
The king has entered
He
the
came
chat.
out. It has happened. I'm gonna tell you how this
The
happened.
king has entered
I
the
was
chat.
sitting in the crib. I was sitting there like, talking my shit, telling him like, yo, the music, stuff like that. He like, you know what? I'm like, you know what? Go pull up. He said, I'll be right over.
I did.
And he came
I did.
right over.
I did.
Less than 20 minutes.
I did.
We sat there, played the beat. He was like, I got some. I'm like, nah, lay the hook down. He's like, I got a hook. I'm like, lay the hook down. I thought he was playing. I thought he was playing like real shit. He said it, that the beat playing. I'm like, ooh, that shit sound. Jump on the mic right now.
And I'm like, I don't
Lay
do
that shit
that.
down. He's like, I don't do that. I'm like, nah, right now. Had him do it real quick, clean. I jumped on, I started writing my verse. I started laying it down. I'm like, the fuck is you doing? He's like, what you mean? I'm like, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I'm just scrolling. I'm chilling. I'm letting this nigga do his shit.
I'm like, what the fuck is you doing?
I'm like, what?
I'm like, you just did the hook.
Yeah.
You need to write your bars.
No.
He's like, nah. He's like, I'm like, no. This is your song. Write your bars. He's like, come on. I'm like, nah, write it. So he wrote his bars. I laid down my verse, doubled the hook. He jumped in. Clean. I'm like, yo, he directed the whole track.
This shit is fire, nigga. Where'd you
To the point that after that milk crate, trending topic, he like, nah, I'm leaving it right there. He like, I want you to jump back in. I'm like,
Yeah.
right there.
He
Jump
the
back
rapper.
in.
He got to come
That
back
shit
in.
2
He got to go
seconds.
out on him. He the rapper.
Then I was gonna put the whole hook. He said, nah.
So
Cut
it's,
half the hook and do it like this. I'm like, no problem. That's what you want.
Half the hook and we out.
That's it.
so it's
Half the
Zilla?
hook and we out. It's Zilla.
So is Zilla.
That nigga's a problem, man. That nigga destroys everything.
That was nuts.
That was
That was nuts.
That nigga destroys everything.
That beat was fire as fuck. Where did you? Well, we'll talk about it.
How long did it took them to do this track? Like, what?
It took you like, all right, so we was going through beats and then we heard a bunch of shit. Wayne like, we got some wine. And he was like, we left,
went
came
to the
back,
store,
got some
I
wine. And he
forgot.
was like, I put that on. And I was like, this run right here is the winner. And
I
he
went
was like,
downstairs. I went to go get cups.
like
and
this is
shit.
the winner.
Come
He was
back
like,
up.
nah. He was like, well, you got a hook. I was like, nigga, if you give me 20 minutes, I can give you a hook to anything. Like that's just how I do. I got the melodies and whatever.
He gave me a hook in 5.
I gave him a hook in 5 minutes. And he was like, I relay. And I'm like, nigga, you can lay this because you're the rapper. He was like, nah, nigga, you said it. This is your voice. You saying on it. So I got up and I did it just to appease this nigga, right? Yeah. Got up, laid it down.
That shit sound clean. I'm like,
And it
nah,
sounded
your
clean. I
voice
was like, all
gotta
right,
go.
cool. I got, I sat down while he's writing his shit. Nigga, I'm on Instagram. I'm not doing nothing. I'm waiting on this nigga to do his thing so that we, because the whole reason it started is because this nigga ain't been doing no music like we want him to.
Facts.
So I came through to like motivate this nigga to do some shit.
100%.
He said he not doing it unless I do it with him. Pause. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna hop on there with you. If this is what it takes to get this nigga back in action, this is what we're doing. So I laid down the shit. He came up with some. He's like, how you like this? Kicked a couple. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Finish that up. So he's finishing up and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm on Instagram, nigga. Like I'm doing my thing. I'm seeing what's popping out here. You need to be writing your shit because you're gonna be on here. I'm like, nigga.
So you was just gonna freestyle it?
I wasn't gonna be on it.
Oh wow.
I wasn't gonna be on it. I'm not a rapper.
He wanted no parts.
I want no parts of this.
None.
He's the rapper. I'm like, nigga, I'm on IG. Like, nah, nigga, write your shit. I'm like, write your shit because this is your shit. I'm not doing it. I get on there. I write my shit. I'm like, all right, nigga, this is what I got. He's like, lay that shit down. I wrote in like 20 minutes. I ain't wrote
Sounds
in like
great.
10 years.
The whole track we probably did it under an hour and a half. The whole shit.
100% under it. Probably about an hour. And I was like, yo, nigga, I don't writing because it took him less time because he in shape. So it took him a few minutes to write his shit.
You can
Apparently, you in shape
I'm
too.
talking.
Nigga.
And ask him.
Apparently.
Ask him.
You couldn't tell.
I'm
nigga.
trying to write. I'm getting phone calls about
Oh
situations on the
man!
block.
Oh
niggas
my
fighting.
god! Yeah,
Tried to write,
about
got
his
another
brother
phone
and
call,
shit.
Some
Yeah,
other shit going on.
his phone was blowing up.
I'm
His
like,
phone
got
was blowing
five.
up.
I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you see, this is the reason why I'll stop
Yeah.
writing. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put this shit down. Got in the fucking headphones and just laid it there.
That is true. He kept getting
I gotta
phone
know
calls, and it took him out of his zone. And I'm like, nigga, you can't keep getting phone calls because now this is why you don't do music because he be doing music and then get a
get
phone
carried
call
away.
about some shit and get
Shit
carried
goes
away with some
on,
other
and I gotta
shit.
get into
As
it.
if I wasn't there, he probably wouldn't have done it. And I'm like, nah, nigga, let's get back on this shit. Put the beat back on. He's like, nigga, you getting on this. I'm like, all right.
lie. I'm back.
Why didn't y'all put this in the
Kids
group
back.
chat?
I 1000%.
Because we wanted to wait
we wanted
for
to
y'all
do the
niggas.
that
In the
first
group
track.
chat now.
I wound up recording right after the other
Big
one.
facts. Big
Because
facts.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm back in the bag now, and me actually doing
Let's do it.
the YouTube University.
get it.
of Actually getting better with the producing
Let's
part.
get it.
Oh, I'm at him now.
So can we put that in the group chat now?
100%.
Yeah, no, I already told
Oh
him.
no, no, it's
100%.
going in today.
It's going in right now.
That shit is nuts.
But yeah, niggas like, yo, write something. I took 20 minutes, wrote my first verse in like 10 years, and we here.
It was good.
You know what I'm saying?
I loved it.
So people, don't be
That
surprised.
was a wonderful beat.
if we
to
come
do
out
on.
with like 2 or 3 different tapes. You know what I'm saying?
We out here, bro.
That was
Stop
great.
playing with us,
Don't be
man.
surprised, man.
Stop
was
playing
great.
with us, man. Ev, what up, man? We out here,
Hey,
bro.
man, we outta here.
Put that track back on when we close out, man. For the people.
Yeah, you want to put
We
it
outta
back
here,
on?
man.
We out here, bro.
They
Hey.
was sleeping, but I guess they woke now.
Oh, they woke now, bro. Hey.
Definitely.
Harlem.
What is the song called?
You know my pop,
I swear to God. ISTG.
ISTG.
Net Moolah. Zilla.
That shit was hot.
Go off.
Hey man, y'all pray for me, and I really mean y'all pray for me.
Hey, man, it's the king of the blurs, man. We out here, you know.
The king has entered the chat.
Swear to God.
If I said it, nigga, that's what I mean.
Swear to God.
If I tell a nigga fuck you, it's fuck you.
I swear to God.
It took me a minute.
These
It
niggas
took
is
me a minute to
pussies.
figure out who it was.
Yeah.